second toilet paper?
Welcome to the second episode of Travis is the Worst.
No, that's been going on for a while.
Yeah, I guess it has. Okay, so last session, you were all running your lives, escaping the drow. Not you, Cash.
Yes.
Opened a door and cast a spell at the High Priestess of the place where you are.
Lolth.
And yeah, no, she is the high. Yes, she's the High Priestess of Lolth, but Lolth is not the place where you are.
Ah.
You were not in Lolth.
Well, could
That would
be.
be awkward.
That would be an entirely different game.
Yeah.
It's really dark and sticky in here.
Okay, so petition to ban Travis from the game.
Signed.
Because there's
and
guts.
Angel, because she started.
And webs.
No.
Webs are sticky.
What?
You started it.
You just have a dirty mind.
Continuing, he cast a spell, Eldritch Blast, I believe. He was then blinded. He is still blinded. You all recovered your gear, and that is where we ended.
Is like, you know, letting him hold her arm so that she's not completely blind. You know, she's just, it's okay. Oh wait, no, there's a wall there. Don't walk. Don't this way.
Cash, make a, I believe. Oh, I don't remember what save it is. Yeah, I gotta pull up the other character sheet too. I should have had that up.
You only have one character sheet up at once?
No, you can have two up.
So, fun fact, since, you know, you have a computer now, Tabitha is great.
Okay.
If you double click the top of your character sheet, like right by your name, the very top, it'll minimize it on this map.
Or, even better, for running multiple character sheets, you can click the little window buddy blowy thuggy uppy, and it will open it up in a new tab. Or a new window.
Personally,
and then you can go back and forth between. I like it too, somewhat, but then when I'm running multiple character sheets, it gets confusing and my screen gets cluttered, and I can't find everything I need.
Multiple windows open. I have such trouble
Oh
finding
dear
the
God.
right thing.
So, I'm making a con save, yes?
I believe so. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, do I trust the real dice, or do I trust the Roll20 dice, or do I make my real dice? Oh,
it's up to you, but choose.
You will be fine, Cash. I am practically 3/4 blind.
I'm still blind. That's a 6. Total.
Yeah, you are still blind.
It's okay, Cash.
Fuck you, Thumper. Rolled a 4.
We lost someone. He will come back and catch up.
I feel like every time we lose someone from voice, it's like that game where you look at all the items and then you look away and someone removes an item and you have to look back and figure out what's missing.
Yeah, exactly. That's amazing. Okay, so you all have your gear. You have explored this room, which you know is Ilvara's personal quarters. There is a rope ladder going up and a rope ladder going down. What did you
she
guys
went
do?
And she went down.
She went
correct
down.
I am keeping an eye out for any spell books.
I am keeping an eye out for my eyes.
I guide you. It is okay. Being blind is not so bad.
Okay, and we are in.
It's gonna be hard not to jump into that
Yes,
accent.
you are right here.
Okay.
So if you scroll down to the bottom of the side view, you are right here. Okay, no.
I thought we were in this one.
I'm alive.
Mercy, are you clicking on the wrong layer?
Oh, I am on the wrong layer.
I'm sorry. You started talking in the accent a little bit there.
I know, because I'm like Jason. I mimic it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard not to pick that up for me too.
I'm sorry. I've been falling into this accent all freaking week.
Yeah.
It is okay. Yes.
It's my problem is I start imitating Jester after Critical Role every time.
Exactly. I think this is a little bit Eastern European, which is what.
Yeah. I think so.
I think Jester is just the cutest little shit.
Okay, so you guys are right here in this room. You're at the bottom. Right here.
This one.
We are in the middle one or the top one?
The middle one. There is a rope ladder going up and a rope ladder going down.
It's middle, not middle.
I would like to go up.
I think you are mocking my accent, and it's not the place.
I would like to go down.
Okay, you follow the high-level boss.
Okay, who's going where?
I'm going wherever I'm led, because I'm blind.
Make another con throw.
I will lead him off the cliff.
Make another...
Cash, you were doing God's work.
17.
What was it?
17.
You are no longer blinded.
Yay, I can see.
Oh, see? I told you it would all be fine.
You open your eyes and you're looking directly into a torch. And your eyes hurt for a couple seconds, and it's just bright spots.
Ah, that's nice and warm. I look over and I see Yael. Ah, well, there's a much better side right there.
Ugh.
She blushes and looks away.
I give her a wink.
Angel.
You're not sure.
A little in her mouth, though.
You're not really sure if she winked back or if she just blinked.
Yeah, she totally
because
winked.
One eye is covered.
She totally winked.
You can decide whatever you wish. Are there any bookshelves around?
Bookshelves? No.
Oh. Okay. Well, then I have no interest in this room.
What do we see in this room?
Well, you guys made investigation checks last time. You see a very large bed with black sheets and pillows. There are silver threading throughout the walls. Looks like spider webs, like spider silk probably. And it's all along the walls, and then it comes down like a canopy over the bed.
I'm taking the sheets.
You take the what?
I'm taking the sheets.
Okay, you have some spider silk black sheets.
Cool.
Spider silk sheets?
These will come in handy.
Yes.
Oh,
I totally want bed curtains. That sounds awesome.
Oh, now that we all have our equipment back, Yael is wearing loads and loads of jewelry. She's got like 3 ear piercings. She's got like a piece of jewelry that she hooks onto the bandana that she puts around her eye. She's got bracelets. She's got a few necklaces on, but one of them is her arcane focus. She's got this small glass vial that dangles on a necklace, and it's got these small animal bones in it that are dyed different blues and purples and reds.
That's cool.
Who's gonna scare you?
Ah, voices! Do they want to play D&D too?
Yes.
My grandson just got home.
Aw.
Say hi, grandson.
Hi, grandson.
Grandpa's playing a big, scary shadow elf.
So I'm heading down, by the way.
You are heading down? Okay.
It's off.
Alright, is anyone else going with Mikey?
It didn't, the woman go down?
Yes.
Last time you saw her? Yes.
Oh, then...
That is why I went up.
That is, I think, not a good idea, Mr. Turtleman.
Never mind. Yeah, if I knew that, I'm not going down.
She has struck me blind, so... I can't do that accent either. That's Bloom.
You could do whatever accent you want. Where are you guys going?
We are going up.
Up. Okay. So, are all of you going up?
Oh, yeah.
No.
It's like herding cats. It's like herding cats.
Welcome to my
You're all going
pain.
upstairs.
We're all going upstairs.
You are part of my pain. You are part of my
I've been up
pain
here for
always.
an hour already.
Yeah, Will is just up there like he's leaning against the wall. He's tapping his foot.
Is this a ladder or what?
Yes, it is a rope ladder. a very
Alright.
thick rope ladder.
Don't look,
Okay.
Mikey. There's a spider up there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Wait.
ignoring that.
So as soon as it's well lit, yeah.
There are several torches around and candles lit. Yes.
Okay, how far up did I climb from the first level up?
From the first level that you started
Well,
on.
rather, with the middle or the middle, because I believe we're in the middle of in the middle room.
Yes, you are
and
on the
climbing
middle
to the top?
room. Yes.
So how far up?
I wasn't prepared for this question.
If I fall,
12 feet.
am I going to
About
take...
12 feet. Hey, shush. About 12 feet is the room. So you climbed up about 13 feet to get to the top room.
So if I fall, I'm gonna take damage.
1d6 damage.
1d6 per 10-foot fallen. So if you fall, you will take, yes, 1d6 of damage.
Just turtle if you fall. You'll be fine.
Including anyone who's underneath you.
I do not go underneath him.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
no.
the turtle to squish himself.
I'm not calling you fat. You have a big shell, and I don't want it to crush me. I'm sorry.
You are a very impressive size, sir.
I prefer his way better.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Impressive enough,
So-
I don't want to get squished.
I'm climbing at a steady pace. My head peaks above the floor. Without skipping a beat, I reverse track and start climbing back down as soon as I see that damn spider.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Why did we send the slowest person up the ladder first?
I'm pretty sure
I've already
Wayla's
been
up
up
there.
there.
Wayla's up there also, but
No.
we're getting
I'm
to it.
taking a nap. I'm like waiting on a turtle.
Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey, you climb up and you get to the top and you just peek your head over and you see this spider thing and you go, nope.
I poop.
Start going. You immediately start going back down. At the very last second, you catch sight of a little turtle leg behind the spider thing.
Okay, I dash up there. I disappear from sight.
This is the fastest you guys have ever seen Mikey move.
Holy
And
crap.
it's still really slow.
Like you
Smoke
didn't.
trails.
No, oh no! You guys didn't even know he was capable of moving this quickly. He is up and gone in seconds.
How in the world did
Smoke
they get
trail.
a turtle up the ladder?
My brain is telling me that should not be possible.
Willpower. That's how. Willpower.
I don't think.
All right.
Come on, Will, haul that damn turtle.
I think some of you should perhaps
Teenage-
go before me.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Power. Okay, I will bust out MC Hammer. Let's do this.
So as all of you are climbing up the rope ladder, Mikey, you circle around this spider thing, which you now see to be a statue. And behind it, you find Raph.
He's an F.
Okay. How do I find him? Like what state?
He is among a bunch of pillows. He has a collar on. It's a very thick black collar with thick silver threading throughout. He looks okay. He doesn't look any more damaged than he was when you last saw him. It looks more like someone was planning to keep him as a pet.
This is.
So he's in
I
pillows.
came
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Yes.
So he looks comfortable.
Yeah, he looks fine. Much
Alright.
happier when he sees you.
So
Put the collar on him.
They put a collar on him.
yeah, you didn't.
No.
They the way they dragged him off. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna get all teary-eyed. But so for the purposes of most of this game, I'm not gonna be playing Mikey's character because that really will take forever. So right now,
Yeah, you're fine.
who else is in the room with me?
I would
I
assume that at
climbed
this
the
point,
ladder.
everyone is up in the room.
Okay, I need a knife. I
hand you a dagger. Chains,
I cut Raph.
collars, and chains are.
Okay,
not
this
good.
is partially inappropriate, but I just want to set the scene. And in the middle, giant tortoise.
No.
I was looking for the like the Sultan pillow bed. Oh, here we go.
Wrath is not going to be buried in a harem of half-naked women.
There are a few pillows. There are like 4 or 5 pillows. They are very thick. They look they are made for sitting. There are some rugs and more of the silver spiderweb canopy around the ceiling.
There, pillows.
He's an innocent turtle. Okay, that pillows work. Oh, I Dream of Genie. I like it. Why did it delete? That was cool.
It's gone.
It was just pillows.
I still don't trust it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is like the I Dream of Genie bottle, room full of pillows.
Yeah. So I cut him free.
So you're cutting him free.
Yeah.
Doesn't take. Make a dex check to see if you can carefully get the dagger in between his skin and the collar.
Is there a visible latch on the collar?
There is.
Okay, well, I cut the rope attached to the collar, because I think that was described.
Yeah. You can slice through that.
Okay, and then... and then I after cutting off the rope, I noticed the latch and try to unlatch it.
It takes a couple seconds. It's not a difficult latch.
Cool. And
but
then
it's a very nice leather collar.
Mikey is an innocent child. He doesn't need to be wearing leather collars. But I leave it for anybody who would like to wear the leather collar. And I reach into my pocket and I pull out the mushrooms that I stole from the dead drow.
Raph is thrilled, and they are gone in seconds.
Okay, guys, I'm okay. Where to now?
Here, I will take the leather collar. And then she No, she stocking grasps it until it's just a burnt crisp, and then she dumps it on the ground.
The collar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The collar is now a hunk of burned, crackled leather. The silver threads are smoking. And Raph does try to eat it for a second, and then you distract him with more mushrooms.
Yes.
Alright, what is everyone else doing? Make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, investigation. Anyone who's looking around, make an investigation check.
I am good at those.
So, I'm not looking for anything, I'm just evaluating Raph.
Okay.
Make sure he's... And my tail's kind of wagging erratically, but
That's adorable.
Making sure he's okay. Checking his neck, because I know the metal collar was sticking into his skin quite a bit.
Yeah, it's his skin is a little bruised, but he's fine overall. Okay, Yael, you see a giant spider woman statue at the back of the room.
I don't like it.
It's a little disconcerting. Callie, you notice that there are things, well, Callie and Cash, you both notice that there are things in front of it. There are candles to the side that are currently unlit.
That's cute.
That's adorable. There are candles to either side of it that are currently unlit. There are things in front of the statue. This is clearly a shrine. Vola, you, with your keen investigative eye, you see all of these things. The weapons that Lolth has in her hands are also carved stone. Her eyes shine with a sort of black gem, all 8 of the eyes.
What color is this statue?
It's stone, but it's very dark.
It's very dark.
It's like a smoky gray.
Okay. Is there any, like, burned incense or anything like that? Some ash laying around?
Not from that investigation, no. You also see the two large candles on either side sitting on medium-sized candlesticks.
Oh! I take the candles. Are they lit currently?
They are not.
They are not. There are burning torches, though, in here, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go light the candle.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the candle that is now burning to drip some wax onto the lip of the statue and make a mustache.
Make a dexterity check.
I am rooting for you.
Just a straight dexterity check.
Just a straight dex check. See if you can manage to just get that mustache just right.
I am sitting
That's
on
a
my
20.
butt.
Yeah.
right.
You are dripping the wax, and you're like, okay, should I go Fu Manchu? Should I go handlebar? And you sort of go a little bit in between. It has both the Fu Manchu down and the handlebar up to the sides.
All right, and I make sure that I rub it in so that it all the drips blend together into like one solid white mustache.
It is black. It is a black candle.
Black. Oh well, that works.
So I would just like to say, Travis would not have put that much detail into the shape of the mustache. Bravo.
I'm calling it now. I think Mercy will be better DM than all of us.
Yes.
Oh no, I'll put money on it. In fact,
I feel like
she's already.
This is not to undermine you, Travis. I think you are amazing DM.
Thank you. But yes, I completely agree. Mercy is amazing, and she will be great.
I am.
I love you guys, and I'm blushing.
Sitting, which, by the way, she can really blush. I mean, she goes.
She goes bright pink, and it matches her hair.
It does. So, I am sitting on my butt, one leg sprawled to either side, like a kid in a playpen, and me and Raph are both just nomming on some mushrooms with large, over exaggerated jaw movements, eating very slow, and I'm wondering what the this guy is doing.
Yeah.
And these are the people I'm with.
You're thinking that, and at the same time, Raph is just staring you dead in the face, and he's chewing, and he's thinking, "Oh, thank God he brought food." Snacks were needed. I went hours without snacks.
I wasn't hungry. I wanted a snack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's he's always hungry.
So I think that perhaps we should maybe, move on, because we have, escaped a slave pen. Yes. And I think that people will probably be looking for us.
And there's the evil priestess lady, just downstairs.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. I believe.
Make perception checks.
I believe we should get the fuck out of here. Perception checks.
Did you say we should get the fuck out of hell?
The fuck out of here.
But also, yeah, same.
Am I at disadvantage because I am
a
Kelsey.
Human?
No.
Kelsey, you were rolling good today.
Nice.
Right.
You don't have good wisdom.
No, I don't.
That's really funny.
My wisdom is a 10.
Cash, you after you're done with your mustache, your Fu Man handlebar, you are just ready. You are full of smug pride, and you're ready to go back downstairs.
Yeah.
Yale, you don't hear anything from downstairs. Neither do you, Callie or Vola. Nothing more than the battle still happening outside with demons.
Right, there were demons.
Vola, you notice that there are some things in front of the statue, like offerings to the shrine.
Such as
you would have to go over and check them out.
Let me go do that.
Okay. Anyone going with Vola, or just Vola by herself?
We are
I'll
on
go.
this floor, yes? How
Okay.
big is the room?
It's a fairly large room. It's the largest room that you've been in so far.
Like feet by
Besides the barracks. It's about 20
I'm assuming
feet.
it is a radius.
Yes, it is a circle. It's about 20-foot circle.
20-foot radius or circumference?
Yes. I don't like those
Yes.
words.
Is it 40
Radius
feet?
is half a circle.
Is it 40 feet
Circumference is
wide?
circle.
Is it 40 feet wide or is it 20 feet wide?
It is 20 feet wide. About
Okay, so 10-foot radius.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
You're still using those words.
Is 20-foot diameter, yes?
Okay, so
Okay.
Wayla and Bola are going over to the things. Okay, so the trinkets in front of the shrine.
Trinket?
Yeah, they're trinkets. There's a gigantic ass bear.
Oh.
Vola, you kneel down to look at these things, and the first thing you see is a cube with different sides. Looks like stars, maybe. You can pick it up and examine it if you want.
A cube, you said?
Sure.
It is a cube. You pick up the cube and it rotates. The different sides rotate. And there are different star patterns on each side. Essentially, this is a Rubik's Cube, but instead
That's
of
what I was thinking.
instead of colors, it's star patterns that you have to align.
If you would not like it, Vola, I would love it.
You think you could put it together?
I could probably do it. I could try.
Okay, I'll let you have it so you can put it together.
Thank you. It will keep me occupied when I cannot sleep.
There you go.
That's adorable. There is a large black pearl, about the size of Callie's palm, so not huge, but bigger than the average pearl.
Mm-hmm.
There's a silver braided wire circlet. Looks very delicate. It comes if it were to be worn on someone's head, it would come to a small downward point in the middle of the forehead.
Mm-hmm.
There's a small marble figure of a snake. Currently seems to be curled up with its head resting on its tail.
I like that.
Not looking.
It's not bad.
Wayla, also looking, you find a dark blue flat oval gem. There are runes etched onto it, onto both sides.
Cool.
Vola, if you look at if you look at the gem, you'll notice that the runes match the ones on your pendant that you have yet to find the meaning for.
Okay, I'm gonna take that with me.
You find about 20 silver, 15 gold, and no, not 15 copper and 2 gold.
I pick up this snake statue and look at it.
It's a really cool statue. It's smooth and cool to the touch. The eyes have a very, very slight green shimmer. And towards the very back of this little pile of trinkets, towards the one of the spider legs, there is a black velvet bag with silver threading all throughout it to look like spider webs, and a silver spider used to clasp the bag together closed.
Is there anything in the bag?
You look inside and you see nothing. Literally, you see nothing.
Is it a bag of holding?
Do you take it and look?
No. I don't like it.
Then you don't know.
Turn it inside out.
Mikey would like to stick his head into the bag.
Mikey sticks his head into the bag. Mikey, you have no air for a moment. Your head is in another dimension, kind of.
Do I understand this?
Do you understand that there is no air and you should pull your head out immediately?
Okay, I understand that there's no air, yes.
Yeah.
You are lucky it was not a bag of devouring.
That would have been amazing.
It's a vacuum bag.
No.
Vacuum bag.
It is a bag of holding.
What is a vacuum?
It's a vacuum bag. Stick your head in here, you'll find out.
I don't know if it must suck.
Boo. Okay, so do you want me to type out everything that was in the
Yes, please.
shrine? Okay, so I will type that out.
If no one wants to be the bookkeeper, I will.
I mean, I can, since I already take notes anyways.
Okay, you can have it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was about as insistent as I think she gets. It was like, don't touch my bag.
No. Well, Mercy's usually the keeper of the bag.
Yeah.
So this is weird. We don't know what to do.
Right. Like, I will volunteer if nobody else wants to.
Braided.
It didn't sound like anybody wanted it, that's why I said. And then,
when it hits level 12.
I mean, yeah, Ayla would also be fine with keeping track of things.
With her one eye.
I do stay out of battle the most.
I don't know, can we trust the gypsy with the toys?
Hey.
I'm sorry.
I don't think that's even a thing.
I have not been with a caravan for many years. If that helps.
That was totally out of character, Travis saying that, not Bane.
Not
Shit.
You
Don't
are
even know my own
getting
name. That was not Bloom, my dear.
I'm just noting that Callie is up in front in battle a lot, and if we lose her, then the bag goes down too.
Yes, this is very important.
And I stay out of battle.
Yes.
So I could carry the bag, it's just not too heavy.
Okay.
Okay, if you want it, then you can.
I will take it.
Okay.
I can.
Is anybody gonna wear that circlet?
What was the? Can you describe the circlet again, please?
The circlet was a very delicate silver wire that is braided, and it comes to a small downward point. If worn, it'll be like in the middle of your forehead.
I believe that would make me look very dashing.
I think it would clash with my bandana. But I will put it in a bag of holding.
I will wear it because I'm pretty.
Oh, I think that it would look
I
very good
vote
on
we
you.
give it to him just to shut him up.
I think it would look very good on you.
Let me try it on. I place it on my head. How does it look?
It looks very smashing.
Yeah.
Smashing?
It gets a little lost in his massive amount of hair.
I still told him it looks
Yeah,
good.
you can kind of see it. You can definitely see it in his forehead. It looks like he just sort of has like a little silver thing coming out of his ears, but it looks fine.
So, do we have somebody that can figure out magical items, or
nope.
To know if these are?
I can detect magic as a ritual. I could also do it as a spell, but that would take the ritual would take time, and the spell would use up a spell slot.
I think the ritual takes a minute.
We need to haul ass.
Oh yes, you're right. It takes 1 minute.
I think we got a
So,
minute.
we got all of our stuff. Did I get my food items and stuff?
Yeah, you have everything.
Okay, so this is Raph staring at you guys as her
Yes, that's exactly what I picture, Raph.
That's amazing.
So I think that we should perhaps get out of here before we do anything. Right now we are in danger.
Yeah, let's go.
I think.
I am putting on braided wire circlet. Yeah,
Okay.
let's get out of here.
You put on the circlet.
You have the braided. You have the circlet.
Are we casting detect magic on any of these?
No, let's just wait.
Go.
Okay, let's get out of here then.
Alright,
Should
so you
I
all go
put
back
the money in
downstairs.
the bag as well?
What's that?
Should I put the money in the bag as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let us know when we find a store to spend it at.
Right?
What race are you, Cash?
Half elf.
He's a half elf.
Half elf. Are you the only half elf?
I believe so.
Okay, I vote we don't put the half elf in the front.
I can see in the dark. But no, fuck that. I'm not going in the front.
Why?
Because last time we let him go first, he almost got himself killed.
No, I agree with
This is true. This is true. Shit, I can't help it! This fucking accent.
So you're all going back downstairs?
Okay. Focus, people, focus.
It is very infectious.
We're going downstairs.
Okay, so you all go downstairs. The room is exactly how you left it.
I am trying not to step on the poop that the turtle left on the elevator. Elevator?
Do we want to
On
go
the elevator?
downstairs or back out the door?
Is there a door up there on the top level?
Where we went down, I thought.
You are now back in this level. You went up, and now you are back in the middle.
Okay, so we're in the middle. Let's get the hell out of
Where
here.
we came in.
Oh.
She went down a ladder, but I say we go back up. Leave.
We should just leave.
Should we maybe poke our head down there and see if she's still there?
You can if you really want to.
I go out the door.
Yes.
Wayla's gone.
How did we get the turtle
I'm
down?
right there with him. I'm out of here.
I'm following Wayla.
Wayla's down. You get the turtle down because
Magic?
Mikey gets him down.
Okay.
You would be surprised how many places Mikey can get Raph.
Okay.
You will see, and it will amaze you.
Yes.
I thought we put rat in the bag of holding.
We should be sneaky.
Turtles can hold their breath for a while.
So,
If we want.
yeah, if you guys are going back out onto the walkway, do you want to just run out and go, or do you want to sneak?
One of us should poke our head out the door, and yes, let's try to see if the coast is clear.
What is happening?
Raph, I offer to do it.
Okay, Mikey, make a stealth check.
Stealth.
If you are trying to sneakily stick your head out. Okay, you get real low to the ground and you slowly poke your head out.
I can do slowly.
Yeah. And you look to the right and you look to the left. You do see various guards. They don't seem to be paying attention to anything except for the fighting demons.
I would still like to stealth and start
Which
heading
is.
out.
Can you click on where the fighting is happening once more for me?
Where the fighting is happening. Okay. If you look at the top, you started out. Yes, at the top. Not the top.
Yes,
above the side view.
Yes.
So you guys started over here.
Yes.
The fighting is happening in the air, about right here.
Oh, so we should definitely pass.
And we want to go more this way.
That would be the direction to get out, yes. Really the only direction that you can go unless you want to go down into the webs. Which is an option if that's what you want to do.
I need to get out of the character voice sometimes. Looking at the map, is there a way out the way that we're going?
There is. You all were all unconscious. Mikey and Wayla, you know that there is an exit this way.
Gotcha.
Out here. So how it works is that this is sort of... Let me get the ruler out. This is like one floor, like, almost, and it gets to about right here. And it won't...
I think
gets to about right here.
Oh, yes.
This little small part. And then it sort of curves back around underneath and goes back this way.
Oh.
So essentially it just does that until you get to the bottom.
Oh, okay. Let us do that. Yes, we follow. I sneak.
Okay. So you are all sneaking.
I'm very sneaky.
Oh, yeah,
She's sneaking.
So everyone who is sneaking, make a stealth check. I see... Oh, dang, Kelsey.
Oh my gosh, Kelsey.
Damn.
That's 2 natural 20s in a row.
Loaded dice.
Damn. Okay, so yeah, overall, you guys just managed to steer clear of the guards. Go... Every now and then you have to duck by, a weapon is thrown, or a guard runs past and looks at you for a moment and then just goes back into the fray. You get across the rope bridge that goes over the waterfall here. It's a rushing waterfall, and the mist feels good.
It's a Russian waterfall?
It is Russian, yes.
It is the Russian.
It reaches out and hands you borscht.
In Russian waterfall, water go up.
So is Raph's character sheet supposed to look all weird?
Yes, because he is not a PC. He is, yeah, he's an NPC.
Okay.
Can you figure it out? I can switch it to the other way if you want. I had to do that with blue.
It's easier to edit the way in a regular character sheet, but yeah, whatever works.
There will be lots of extra and empty space if you switch it to PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is...
Okay, so Raph is loud AF.
Raph just does not care. He's eating. He's eating. He's bumping into everyone. For a second, he almost goes off of the rope ladder, and you have to stop him really quick. He chews on Yael's coat for a second before she quickly pulls it away.
That is why I am not stealthy. I'm trying to
yes. Callie is trying to help you save your coats.
Yeah, that totally works. That's fantastic.
I have taken the flat sheet from the bed, and I am wearing it like a cloak with a hood up. I am very sneaky.
It's a very large sheet, so probably another reason why Yael and Callie and everyone is that they're sort of tripping on it behind you.
Oh no, I can't let it drag on the ground. I hike it up.
Oh, good lord. Okay, so you guys make it across the rope bridge. You guys are about here now.
I tie it up with my belt so that it doesn't drag the floor.
So, make it across the rope bridge. Make it over here. There is a door going into another of the stalactites.
Not my turn. I did it last time.
I'll listen to the door.
Make a perception check. Wait, oh, there it is. You listen really closely. You can still hear the battle going on around you with the demons and the drow. You try and tune it out, and from what you can tell, you can't really hear anything on the other side.
So I just open the door and walk right in.
Okay. You open the door and you walk right in.
Oh no.
On the inside, you find a lot of pieces of armor, and there's a table that was pushed over. It looks like the guards ran out of here very quickly. You recognize it as the secondary guard tower.
Do we need to roll investigation to search more, or is that
yeah. You would, if you want to look around, and really check it out, you would need investigation.
Okay, and is it just one floor, or is it 2?
It's 2 floors, but they're both connected to, like, pretty largely. You can... That doesn't make any sense. They're both connected, and they're both used for the same thing, from what you can see.
Okay.
Uh, 16, Wayla, 11. Anyone else investigating?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I'm never going to be able to stop doing this accent.
It's fine. I forgive you.
That's a sucky one.
I'm looking for
finally.
The universe has corrected itself.
Yeah. So, Callie, Yael, and Cash, you look around and you find where the guards keep their armor and weapons. Vola and Wayla, you guys just sort of end up looking around. You're looking under things, not really finding anything interesting.
Story of my life.
You guys look into the armory and chests and everything?
Oh yeah, tearing this place apart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do not.
Okay. Callie and Cash, so difficult with names. You find this, which I am putting in Discord.
Oh goodness, that's a lot of things.
It is an armory for an entire drow base.
Oh boy.
We stick all of this into the bag of holding.
Alright, I will put it in there.
And that is what you find for both upstairs and downstairs.
Personally, I think it would take much time to put all of this in here.
Rage stuffing.
Not fun.
It'll take you to pull everything out. There are full armors, shirts, and shields. I'll say it'll take you 10 to 15 minutes to put everything in the bag of holding.
That is long time.
That's a long time.
Does anybody need shields?
No.
No.
None of us use shields. Do any of us use hand crossbows?
Chain shirts, is that medium?
I would want to.
Oh, no, I can't wear medium anyway.
Okay, so we'll take the crossbow bolts. I think we're okay on swords. Are we okay?
I'll take a hand crossbow. I think I can use one of those.
So if you would like the hand crossbow, you would take that.
I'll just put it on my sheet. My 2. I'll take 2.
Where is my armor listed?
Yes, if you guys would like a weapon or armor for yourself, then you take that yourself. I will take the rope. I will put that in bag of holding.
And she stays in character.
Armor listed at?
Your armor is listed towards the bottom.
You are a sorcerer. You cannot wear armor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my other game then. Okay. Thank you. That's what I needed.
These are hand crossbows of +3, right?
No. They're regular hand crossbows.
I will take a couple daggers, and I will take bags of caltrop.
Cow droppings?
Yeah, those 2.
Yeah, I'll take a bag of iron spikes as well.
You carry iron spikes. I will put caltrops in bag of holding. We are in rush, people. Let's leave.
Okay, so...
You're so cute, yes.
You all grab everything that you want to take.
Blind lady is bossy.
I'm sorry. I will be quiet.
I'm taking a bag of caltrops and the iron spikes.
Okay.
I have the other 5 bags of caltrops.
Okay. So anything you guys want to take, just add to your sheets or your equipment, and you guys head out. Much the same. You guys can keep your old stealth checks, fine, and you make it across this other rope bridge. You can see some spiders, very large spiders underneath you, crawling along the webbing here. They look at you hungrily for a few minutes, but then as you pass, and then they continue on with what they're doing.
Did anybody else? There was some studded leather in there as well. Anybody else need those?
I already wear studded leather.
I already have studded leather.
Same.
Everybody is prepared.
I am full loot.
Okay. I actually did not hear what you said, but I was just moving on.
Can you imagine what he said?
No.
Oh, well then repeat it.
So moving on, you guys keep going down the walkway, I am assuming. You pass by another large area. It's an identical slave pen from the one that you all escaped from.
Anybody in there?
It is currently empty.
Okay.
If you try
keeping an eye out.
keeping an eye out. It is currently also locked if you try to pull on the door.
Does anybody here have thieves' tools?
I do.
Yes, Callie has thieves' tools, and she is also now proficient in them because yes.
Great.
Oh, awesome. Suddenly gains proficiency in thieves' tools.
Yeah, suddenly a light bulb goes off over her head, like, I know how to use these.
Oh, is this another?
Yes, that is another doorway. Looking in,
Is there anyone in it?
you see a lot of debris mounds that look like nests, and a couple of scattered bones throughout. But make a perception check.
Ooh. Don't like nests.
Natural 20.
So among all of the nests and the bones, which are actually a lot more bones than you first saw at first glance, and you see 2 Quagoths back here.
I think we should leave that door closed.
I cast dancing lights and make my orbs come into the shape of a little humanoid, probably a little halfling-sized critter,
Wow,
and
thanks,
send it
man.
just walking in.
Thanks, man.
Walking into the
Into the room, into the slave pen.
It's not a slave pen. It's just it is a room that they are currently staying in.
Oh.
This is the Quagoth. This is their den. It's not a slave pen.
You just walked into their den.
So it's not not locked or anything?
It is not locked, but you now have a light person walking into the den.
Yes, I do.
The 2 Quagoths. You smack
No, turn it off.
What are Quagoths?
Quagoths are one. Prince Darendil was a Quagoth.
Isn't he still with us?
You have not seen him since he went off to kill.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Okay.
Did he kind of freak out or something?
He did freak out a little bit.
Okay, so I said that because I thought it was like another jail cell. So if it's an actual room that they can get out of, yeah, I'm not going to taunt them.
It is barred. It is a barred door.
Okay.
Which is why you can see through it. But I don't know. Would you have checked if it was locked?
No.
No, he wouldn't have.
Okay.
Okay, yes,
Well-
I'm sending the little white light
Yeah.
dude in.
So you are sending the little light humanoid into the Quagoth den.
Yeah.
The two Quagoths immediately stand up and start walking
No.
towards the light.
I step out to this door.
Yeah,
Okay,
Allie's
I am
following. I'm
going.
like,
doorway.
My little light
am
humanoid. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
My little light humanoid begins to just dance as I play,
Okay.
and
Hold on a
she's
second.
doing pirouettes and ballerina stuff and bouncing off the
You
walls.
want them to yell?
So
It's a loud battle
You
going
want
around.
them to make noise.
I see this little light girl or person, and the one on the left looks and then glances up right in your direction and locks eyes with Cash.
Hello, my fine furry
How
friend.
are you?
He nudges his buddy and they both start walking towards the door.
Can we be friends?
I'm not here anymore.
In
I am gone.
make a stealth check for anyone who is hiding.
we are gone.
God, what have I done?
This is no.
Those are some good
Goodbye.
stealth checks.
I rolled a 23.
Damn. Okay.
My
inside
dancing
the
lights
light
are dancing all around.
We are
them
not
at
getting
this
any
point.
ideas.
Yeah. Your dancing lights are being ignored. They are locked on you.
Okay.
They walk towards you, and in Undercommon, what are you doing here? You are not to be down here.
Sorry, friend. I don't seem to speak your language. Maybe some music will help. And I cast Unearthly Chorus.
Oh, no.
Music centered on vibration. You make advantage. Music. One creature. You can begule one creature you choose within 30 feet of you. Creature must make a charisma saving throw. Okay. So let's see. Charisma saving throw. Which one are you trying to begule? The one on the left or the one on the right?
Let's do for the one on the left.
Okay. Oh. That is a 15.
Ah, it just meets it.
Oh, it just meets it. I wasn't even looking at that. So yeah, they hear you speak this language, and they hear you start playing music, and the one reaches for the latch on the door.
Okay.
He opens it. I said, what are you doing down here?
Do I understand him?
I don't know. Do you speak Undercommon?
I do not.
Then you do not. But everyone else who understands Undercommon can understand what he's saying.
I do not. Did all of us just hide?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't see that Mikey did.
Oh, Mikey, did you hide?
Sorry, I was dealing with something on the phone.
You're fine.
We're hiding. Well, if those things are what we see, yeah, I'm fucking hiding.
Okay.
So,
He
so
turned.
Mikey and Raph.
Yeah, they both of them just immediately duck down and go into their shells.
Yeah, we're inconspicuous rocks right now.
Right in the middle of the floor, just.
Got
Yep.
you, got you. Yes, yes. Oh.
Okay. Is anyone going to answer them? They are coming closer.
What did they say again?
They said, "What are you doing down here?"
I'll step out and answer. And
I'm
tell
next
them
to
that.
Callie. I'm just cursing in Celestial right now. I'm just like,
That's amazing.
I
I'll
keep
tell
on
them that we just escaped and we're leaving. We're on our way out.
Do you want to come with us?
That's
you're not supposed to be down here. No, I know. We're escaped slaves. We're leaving.
Well, they're not part of the drow, are they?
I will say, okay.
The only
I'll
one
say
we knew was the prince.
You've
He looked like
the,
him, and he was.
the prince, and he was in there. Wayla,
Yeah.
you would know. You've been here for years. You would know that the Quagos work for the Drow as work and guards and muscle.
Then why didn't somebody tell me this? Because I thought they were prisoners too, and I just wanted to make them make friends.
You thought they were prisoners?
I did.
Really?
Yes.
Did you not? Did you ask anyone though?
Oh.
Fine, I'll tell him that we were ordered to go further down into a work detail. We're on our way to go work, do what our masters told us.
That is good response. But I am not there.
Make a perception check. Yeah, make a perception check.
Perception?
Persuasion. Persuasion.
Can I assist?
Perceive if they believe you. No, persuasion.
Can I assist? Because I'm still playing.
So I get like
Well,
a.
you wouldn't
extra-
understand what they're saying.
How would you assist? Tell me that. How would you assist?
I would
He would nod his head very suggestively.
I would throw back my hood, and I would smile at them as I play my beautiful music.
I would actually,
We're gonna lose.
if you do that, I would actually say disadvantage because they already don't like you.
I thought he was going to give me.
I am
No, didn't he
playing
give
my
me, like,
beautiful
advantage or-
They are very aware that you attempted to cast a spell on them.
Okay. Well, you know.
Didn't I
Wayla,
have advantage from last game?
Nope. That was Mikey, and he used it.
Oh.
Wayla. Nope.
Okay. Never mind. It was a long time ago.
They look at you very seriously, and one of them gets very close to you, about 3 inches away from your face, and puts its claw to your chest, and pushes a small bead of blood comes out where his claw meets your chest, and he says, "You do as you're told. Go down and do what you are meant to do. If you cause trouble, we will eat you." And they both turn around and go back into their den.
Do what we're meant to do. Okay.
Do as you were told by your masters.
Yeah, he says that. He said that because that was what Wayla told them they were going to do.
Yeah.
That they had a job to do.
Wayla just covered his ass.
Yep.
Well, that was fun. Did we make friends?
I would like to rage and attack. No.
I peek out of my oh! You have no idea. We've been. The rage thing has become an on-running joke.
Oh yeah.
Every
It
time.
really
What
has.
would you like to do? Rage.
I would like to rage.
Yeah, that was an ongoing joke from Critical Role.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch Critical Role, so I'm left
No, yeah.
out.
For us, it was more like. For us, it was more like, okay, we're gonna go foraging. I would like to rage.
Yeah, exactly how that went. So I peeked my head out of my shell just enough to see if Raph was still in the show, and then I plunked right back in my shell.
He is in his shell. His head also pokes out at the same time, and your eyes meet, and then your heads go back in your shell at the same time.
Are you sure there wasn't some duct tape in that room back there?
So
There was not.
I look at Wayla and I said, "So, did we make some friends? Are they coming with us?"
I just shake my head and turn around and start walking the direction we need to go.
Okay.
I mutter in Celestial under my breath.
You hear a slight laugh in your head.
In my head?
In your head.
There's a slight laugh in my head?
You are swearing in Celestial, and you hear a very slight laugh in your head.
I speak Celestial too. I know what she's saying.
Yeah,
speak
but
Celestial?
I do. Common,
I'm
Elvish,
not
and
sure.
Celestial.
So she did not assume that you were speaking, that you knew how to speak Celestial, so she's just kind of going, "Oh my word, what am I doing with these people?" And then she, like, immediately stops. And looks a little panicked. For no reason in particular, seemingly.
The laugh lasts for about 3 seconds, and then nothing.
I'm keeping up
I'm
my unearthly
sweating.
chorus right now.
I'm pale.
You do realize that the music will not help the stealth.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Totally. Okay.
There are.
You told me to shut up. I shut up.
Like I said, sure there wasn't duct tape.
No, there was many amounts of cloth though.
And spider silk.
We may need some cloth and tie it around his mouth.
Put the collar on him and was walking. No.
I think there's. Yeah.
So you continue down and around.
Down and around.
Guys, make one more stealth check.
That is a natural 20.
And Wayla rolled natural 1.
That's a 10.
That's another 23 for me.
Thank you
Okay.
Stealth is a 25 for me.
Okay.
Ooh, Wayla.
Oh, no one.
Raph and I
no
are allowed.
no one rolled really well except for Callie and Vola and Cash.
I think I tripped over Jason.
You trip over Mikey, and you look back and you look a little frustrated, and you turn to walk again, and then you trip over Raph.
Fucking
Ellie's
rocks.
just like face palming so much right now. She's just like, what have I gotten myself into?
I help him up.
Okay.
Oh, we should all press forward, yes? We should probably go. I would very much like to not be, slaves and no. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much.
You apologize too much.
Oh, okay.
You so wanted to say sorry. So you all continue down and around. Every now and then, you step on a piece of wood on a rope ladder, and it sort of cracks a little bit. Wayla, the piece of wood you step on completely breaks, and you have to catch yourself before you fall. You let out a little bit of a yell, and then you quickly keep moving. You make it past. Every now and then, the demons sort of look around to see what else is going on before they get back into the fight, and you make it down to the bottom.
As he yells, can I try to do like a performance check to throw my voice across the room so that it sounds like it's just echoing everywhere?
Sure.
Yeah, make more noise.
Sure.
Okay.
Make a performance check.
14.
You do make a noise, but it just sounds two people yelling now.
Okay.
So he yells, and then immediately you yell. So there's one echo.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
I was trying to, throw my voice off there, but that didn't work. Sorry, guys.
Plans don't work.
You shut up. I rolled a
So you make it
7+7.
down around. It's about from where you started all the way down. Straight down is about 100 feet. So it takes you about 20 minutes, just sort of ducking low and avoiding the demons that are flying and fighting, and the drow. But you make it to the bottom. You come out about right here. At the very bottom underneath.
Okay.
So is there water in front of us?
Yes, there is. From the waterfall that you all passed, there is stream.
Are there ways out of here?
Yes.
I pull out my
So-
folding boat.
Path?
You do not have a folding boat.
Damn it!
I pull out my instant fortress.
You do not have an instant fortress.
It will sink.
So first there's a small wading pool, filled with rocks where it seems like they were stacked together, specifically as a separate part of this underground river. And then there are... It's a little difficult for the humans to see now. The light from the camp above is very faint now. But if Cash still has his dancing lights up...
I can cast it again. I
Yes,
didn't think we would
absolutely.
want them to follow us down, but
You guys can do whatever you want.
I would prefer to just... Am I the only human?
You and... Yeah, you are the only human.
Am I the only one without dark vision?
You and...
Mikey.
Mikey doesn't have dark
Mikey
vision.
and Mikey and Raph do not have dark vision.
Well, I would prefer to just hang on to someone's shoulder and walk. I mean, I could cast light as well, but I think that we should perhaps try to stay not visible.
Oh, I'm sorry, because my dancing lights are in the water.
Is there going to be a change of scenery?
We are underground.
You are underground.
There are rocks.
Yeah, I know, but it's the same map in this corner.
Yes, no. You are still on the same map.
Okay, cool.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you've made it down to the bottom. There is a small wading pool with rocks that have been sort of kept to the side of the river. You're not entirely sure what the purpose for it was. And then the water sort of runs off from the wading pool down into the river.
I send my dancing light little figure dude into the river to see how deep it is.
How far can your dancing lights go? 120
120.
feet? Yeah. You send it down 100... you send it down about 40 feet. And then it sort of just stops.
So I am noticeably at Twitter because all rivers lead to larger bodies of water.
Which way is the current going? Obviously, the
current-
waterfall. I see the waterfall going.
The current is going this way.
Okay.
Is there a path? Is that the crevice in the wall, or is it the pathway?
That is just a weird thing on the map.
Is there a tunnel
It
leading?
is a... Hold on.
Yeah, can we see what's on the other side of the river?
With no lights, barely. You can see land, you can see rocks, you can see stone walls.
Alright, I see my... I send my dancing lights over there.
Yeah, you see much the same, except there are a few, caves.
Okay.
A few, tunnels.
We should...
There is a bridge that is not on the map, but it is about...
Someone
go-
who... Sorry.
If you go underneath and around, underneath everything there is a bridge that crosses up right here.
Okay.
Someone who can see better than I in this lighting. I think that we should look at the ground and see where the most foot traffic goes.
Probably to the bridge. But, yeah, let's check that out.
I can do that.
I just mean that we probably shouldn't go where everyone else is going.
That is...
Do I
that
see
is,
anything?
Anyone who wants to look for footprints, make a survival check.
Ranger, unite!
Survival?
This ranger is not doing very good.
It's okay. She doesn't
my
have dark
gosh.
vision yet.
Yeah.
That's true. Callie also
Kelsey.
does not have dark vision yet.
Yeah.
Oh, she
One more level. I just need one more level.
Oh, okay.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, so a lot of the footprints go from the where you exited to the bridge. It looks like that's a worn path that many people
Holy
use.
shit.
What?
Okay.
I am-
So here's what's
I am-
happening.
I am taking this opportunity now, because I forgot earlier, And I'm using my I would like to use my disguise kit to make myself appear more like a drow.
Oh, well, I could do this too.
So,
I have the ears.
Raph and I are going in circles around each other, following each other's footprints.
So we're gonna stop to put on our makeup.
That's amazing.
Yes, I think that Layla is right that this is probably too time consuming.
What?
Putting on makeup is time consuming.
I just rub a little ash on my face.
Well, that is not.
You look dirty.
I know nothing about time it takes to apply makeup.
Yeah, just,
I wake up this delicious.
Dude, is
Huh.
it
To use disguise kit takes time.
Okay.
It does. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Looking like a human elf.
Raph and I are each hot on the trail of
each other.
Exactly.
You're going in circles.
They're going in circles, following each other. That's amazing. Ow.
So, would we know if the way all the footprints go gets us out of here, or does it go like farther in?
Yeah, Whaley, you ever been down here?
You're not entirely sure. You have no idea.
We need to get away from
You,
the route.
in all the time that you guys have been here, none of you have done work underneath the encampment.
We need to get away from the drought. Then we can figure out how to get up.
So you want to wander off into the dark, into caves we don't have a clue where to go?
Would you rather fight the drow and the demons that are flying about?
Well,
Kinda, but
kinda.
Okay, you do that. Kelly and I will go this way.
okay,
I can give you guys demons.
No.
Let's
Thank you.
stop and follow those two and see what kind of trouble they get.
Okay, so if
Not
we follow,
much, because we're quiet.
if we follow a well-beaten trail, it's
If
more
you
likely
follow-
to lead somewhere. If we follow an unmarked passage, we're more than likely going to fall into a hole and die.
But if we follow a well-beaten trail, we will likely run into more drow because they are used.
Perfect opportunity to say if we follow a well-beaten trail, we'll be well-beaten.
Think I was not as clever as you.
But they might know a way out. If we can avoid them and hide,
Oh, so
Then-
that was rude. I am not going to say that.
I whisper in a celestial, go on, say what you gotta say.
Ooh.
I reply back in Celestial. Are you going to be quiet?
I'm always quiet,
Oh.
darling.
Okay, the rest of us just think you guys are really hitting it off right now.
Yeah.
I
Like
tilted
those two
I tilted
flirts.
my head. I'm still speaking in Celestial. Was what you were doing upstairs with the Quaggas quiet?
Not exactly, but I was trying to make some
Oh.
friends. We could use some good, strong,
Some
furry
friends.
allies like that. Our prince
Friends
seems to
would
have
be nice.
ran the fuck off.
Friends would be nice, but there are no friends to me that live in the Underdark.
Well, I made friends with you, didn't I?
I don't live in the Underdark.
Well, that is true.
A voice pops up in Celestial behind both of you. I take offense to that.
Do we both hear it?
Anyone who's listening will hear it, so yeah, all of you hear it.
I jump. I turn.
What language was that in?
Celestial. He was replying to Yael saying that there's no friends to be found in those who live in the Underdark.
Okay, so who is
But
it?
we
What
hear
does
it,
he look
but we
like?
don't understand it.
I will take any friends I can get. Hello.
From the pathway that you all just exited, a small, dark-skinned gnome walks down and meets you. His ears are pierced. He has a wicked grin on his face, and he holds out a hand to Yale. Jimjar. My name is Jimjar, and I would love to be your friend.
Can I make an insight check on this? Because he was speaking and laughing in my head, and this makes me think that he must be a god, and I would like to know that.
Well, you don't know, or you don't. I mean,
I know, but I just want to know that he actually want to be my friend.
Okay, yeah, make an insight check, but I mean,
I'm not good. Oh!
he looks like a trickster. He looks like, I mean, he's got a wicked grin. He looks like he's ready to party, and
make some noise.
Despite the fact that he looks kind of beaten and worn, it's likely that he escaped the slave pens when you all did.
Is this one of the rock gnomes that took off from the start?
Nope, this is a different one.
Oh.
Those were 2 deep gnomes, and you have not seen them since.
Is this also a deep gnome?
This is also a deep gnome.
I crouch down and offer my hand.
He takes it, and then he kisses the back of your hand. And he gives you a wink.
I blink,
Now,
but it's not sure if it's a wink or a blink.
His smile gets wider.
I hold out my hand as well.
He takes your hand, and he also kisses the back of your hand.
I kiss the back of his.
Well, it's nice to know that some people have manners down here.
It is a rarity, I'm sure.
He switches to common. Jimjar. My name is Jimjar, and I am thrilled to meet you all. I would bet my left boot, which is currently gone at the moment, so if any of you would like to find it, that you all are trying to find a way out of here, and I am also trying to find a way away from, well, these people. They don't seem to know how to have fun.
Well, you would win that bet, but I cannot give you your left boot because I do not have it.
Oh, that's okay. See, the way a bet works is you would have to give me your left boot if I was correct.
But I did not bet my left boot. You bet your left boot.
I like you.
I am sorry if I offended you.
Oh, I'm not offended. I am enthralled.
Okay.
So, you like to have fun. How about we have fun getting the fuck out of here?
Yes.
Oh, by all means. Let us go to elsewhere.
Are you speaking common right now?
Yes, he has switched to common.
Okay, because I would definitely have taken note of how to say GTFO in Celestial.
Alright. Where are we going? Are we going across the bridge, or are we going down the rabbit hole?
I say follow this little guy.
Oh, well, I'm... as much as I would love to lead you, I'm not exactly familiar with this exact area. I was brought here against my will.
Oh, I thought you said you knew how to guide us out.
I'm not one for swimming into cold rivers I don't know what are in. What is in them. I say we should take the bridge and cross to the side.
Jimjar, we were trying to decide should we follow the well path or take off on a path, avoid the drought.
Well, either way is away from here. So
this is a good point, and I would prefer to be away from here and away from drought.
What
Now
dangers might
is a
we
smart
face
woman.
here in this Underdark? Are you a resident?
Many things.
Okay, that's great.
Many, many things. I'm sure that we'll find them. Or they'll find us.
Wayla, you've been here the longest. Why don't you lead us?
Wayla, you have never been down here in the entire time that you've been here.
We were looking and we see a well-worn path, but is
You
there
see a
a
well-worn
path that is not worn?
You see a well-worn path to the bridge. Everything else is just rock and jagged edges. You see the wading pool that flows into the river, and that is it.
Well, let's at least go across the bridge and see where we go. I head off that way.
Okay.
I follow. My dancing lights are extinguished.
And
Extinguished.
I would say stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which didn't work out too well last time.
Ah, that's a 9.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright, so you are all walking along the riverbank as you continue on.
Still arguing out loud.
Still arguing.
Yeah.
Definitely still arguing.
Yeah.
Let's see. And Vola, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh crap. You're muted, darling.
Okay.
So as you all walk past the wading pool to get to the bridge, suddenly a mass of just ooze just flies out of
Fuck it.
the pool.
See? Glad I didn't go in.
And all of you hear in your minds, all of you hear this grating voice. It sounds bubbly and watery. It says, "Flesh for the faceless lord." And I need you all to roll initiative.
Natural 20.
Hold on. I'm gonna clear this. Hold on a second. Keep your rolls, but hold on a second. I did not clear it last time because I'm.
We're technically
Awesome.
on the same map. If we re-roll, it'll redo.
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
Unless you've got
Alright.
other enemies on there that you didn't.
So can we roll now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jeez, my rolls suck.
Oh, but you have advantage, so because Ranger.
Yes.
Really?
Advantage.
Now I throw a shitty one.
Oh, ooh, from 11 to a 12. Great.
Hey, you went up a little bit.
Anything is better than nothing.
So we'll say that you guys that you have room to fight. We'll say you guys are over here currently, just so you have room to get around.
What is this? I am thinking black pudding. I don't want to play with black puddings.
But black pudding don't talk.
That is true.
What the That's with a +4!
Oh,
my
that's so cute. You are a ranger. You have advantage on initiative.
Okay, let's try that again.
That's better.
That is better.
Wrath sees all of this happening, immediately ducks down and goes back into his shell.
I thought he was our tank.
Not until level 3. He's not.
Oh, that's right.
Technically, he doesn't have access to the pet as a ranger until third
Yeah.
level.
Ah, okay. I see.
So Raph
I
will
didn't
not
know
be
that.
joining us in battle until then.
I did not know that.
If we pick him up and throw him in there.
Nope.
I get fine.
Oh, that is such a terrible roll.
Is that a -1?
How?
I
How
love
did he
it.
roll a -1?
Wow.
Wow. What the hell?
And I thought my
Hold
6
on.
was bad.
That's
Pull out my guitar, I get to fight.
well. That's not much better. He's still. I rolled with my actual die.
Super not into
He's
this
still a
fight.
3.
Gun a vicious mark.
He is enraged, and he really thought that his attack on Vola was going to land. All right. So you guys are up against the water and the waiting pool, and Callie,
What is
you are
in
up.
front of us?
I think you need
Water
to reorder
and
it.
then wall. Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
So are we hearing this voice, but there's nothing before us?
Hold on. Just one thing. Okay.
Oh,
So you hear this voice, Callie, Mikey, and Yael. You would not see this thing at all. You hear a voice in your head, and you hear Vola duck and roll, but you don't see anything.
Okay.
The rest of you see a mass of just dark ooze coming towards you.
Alright, I pull out my guitar. I lost my mouse. There it is. Okay. And I strum a minor chord.
Mhm.
And I Eldritch
I
Blast
heard
the
there
son
was
bitch.
a secret chord that David played and he pleased the Lord. Yes, that is going to hit.
I shoot you in the face, you fucking goo, you.
We have a Scanlan.
Damn, that's max damage. That's good. Okay. So this crackling energy goes from the guitar, and just slams into this dark ooze, and you see it pause for a moment as part of it sort of dries up and cracks, and then it continues moving forward. And
I'm
is
going
there anything
to.
else?
So, is this how we're all standing? Do we need to rearrange ourselves?
I am up against the wall.
You can be up against the wall. It's
I think
not
Callie
a
and I-
large pathway to get from the wall to the bridge. It's about 30 feet.
I think Callie and I were next to each other.
But yes, arrange
Wherever
yourselves
we may
however you would have been moving.
arrange the Rangers.
Yes, arrange the rangers.
So we're in the water portion, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So I would be up against wall because I can't see.
I was going to be behind Wayla.
That's a good point. I can't see shit.
Yes.
Nope. So shit. Callie and Yael and Mikey, you cannot see anything. You hear battle.
Get us light.
You cast light.
Oh, is it my turn?
Sorry. I forgot. Who's next?
So, I'm just
Cash.
going to back up.
Yeah.
Away from it a little bit. And that's my turn.
Alright. Kelly.
If you hold your turn, I will cast light.
I will hold my turn until she casts light.
Okay, Yael, it is your turn.
I take out one of my daggers and I cast light on it. What do I see?
You see rushing dark water. You see Cash, who has his guitar out, and Vola, who's sort of in a three-point landing with her arm up, ready for battle, and a dark ooze coming towards you all. Looks like part of it has been burned. It is, let's see, it came from about over here, so we'll say it's about right here.
Oh, that is that. Okay, I am going to go over here. I will toss this dagger over onto the ground over there, so that it's emitting light and it's still there. But I'm going to go back over here behind the wall.
Okay.
Can I see the thing now?
You can see the thing now.
Oh goodness,
I kept light on the dagger and I threw the dagger and I ran.
It was
good
very
turn.
brave.
That was a very good turn. Oh gosh. I take my hand crossbow and I shoot at it because I don't want to get close to it. It's ooze.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
You can run back with me if you wish.
That definitely hits. You see the bolts hit the ooze, and then it gets absorbed,
Okay.
and then you don't see the bolt anymore. Anymore.
Okay.
And the mole.
Okay. And I guess I take out my swords and. Oh gosh, don't let me get eaten by the ooze. Please, 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 please.
You have movement if you would like to move anywhere.
Oh, but there's so many squishies. Oh, goodness.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to yell. Luna! Get inside!
Uh-oh, Luna's in trouble.
Bad Luna.
She's outside howling.
Oh.
I can just picture a corgi.
Yeah,
So
and
cute.
I can differentiate between her voice and I9's.
Her voice?
Yes. Her tone of bark.
Okay, so, Mikey, it is your turn.
It is my turn. I squint into the darkness.
There is light now.
Let there be light.
Which means I can do stuff.
Yeah, Ale cast light on the dagger and threw it, so now there is plenty of light to see.
Okay, so is that the big baddie? Is that what I see?
Yes.
Everyone shoot at?
Yes, right here.
Okay, and he is.
Be quick, guys.
Nasty.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like a
I'm
puddle of poo.
I'm going to shoot him.
Shoot the poo.
Okay, you shoot him.
Do I want to use? Let's see what he has first.
I'm gonna mute the computer for just a sec. If combat ends before I get back, as soon as combat ends, dispel the light.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you shoot it. I see that now.
That is a
that
plus
does-
4. It's supposed to be a plus 4 hit.
To hit?
Mhm.
Okay.
I believe it's to hit. Yes, because...
5 plus 2 plus 4, so yeah, that is your proficiency.
Oh, it added it? Cool.
Yes,
Yeah, it does.
So 11. That does not hit. So you were squinting in the light, and then you shoot, and your bolt just sort of goes wild and goes off to the left and into the water.
Wait, not for proficiency, for my fighting style,
For your-
plus, gain plus 2 bonus to attack rolls when you use a ranged weapon.
Okay, then yeah, it does hit. Freaking heck,
Okay.
why is my thingy moving? Stop getting bigger. Okay, so yes, it does hit. And much like Callie, you see the bolt go into the ooze and then get absorbed.
Oh. Okay. I am disgusted and confused.
Same. Same.
Do you want to move anywhere?
That would require presence of mind, which I don't have right now because of disgust and confusion.
Okay, then Wayla, it is your turn.
Well, so I believe last game at the end I chose 2-weapon fighting. So
Okay.
didn't that mean that I get an attack with twice? I get 2 attacks?
You get you get your first attack and then you get an attack with your offhand bonus action.
And it has to be 2 different weapons?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I will walk up to it and confront it.
Okay.
Probably not smart, but
Do whatever.
am I
you
able
want
to
do.
walk? Am I able to approach it?
Yeah, you can get to it, no problem. It's out of the water now and sort of on the edge.
Okay. And where she go?
That hits.
Okay. And let's see, I don't get any bonuses or nothing. And little characters.
Level 2.
Natural 20.
Glaive. Natural 20. My goodness. Okay. So, that is... Okay.
Just to be a Debbie Downer, a glaive is a two-handed weapon.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a one-handed.
No, it's a pole arm.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that was...
It's like big sword on a stick.
Yes. Thank you, Travis.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think it'll say light in the weapon description if you can wield it.
Unless did you take the dual wielder feat?
No, I took two-weapon fighting, right?
Two-weapon fighting, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but
you'll have to
there were short swords earlier that we found, so I would have grabbed one of those.
Yeah, so you can do your rapier and a short sword.
Yeah. Let me load a short sword real quick.
Yep.
That rapier's got like a cool +7.
So that's a natural hit. So I would say roll 2d6, and that's your damage for your short sword.
Aren't these just 2d6? No, that's a d10.
That's a d10, yeah.
Okay.
And then add your dex and just your dex.
Yep. So what is your
+5
modifier? +5.
Yeah.
So 8 damage, not bad.
Okay. And that is it. So Vola, it is now your turn.
Woohoo! Okay. So, could I see it from where I'm at?
Yes, you can see it from where you are. Yeah, you would have been... It jumped out at you. You would have been about here when it came at you.
Okay. I'll be there. And I'm going to hit it with that.
Eldritch Blast 11 does not hit. So you reach out your hand, and this dark, crackling energy reaches out for this thing, and it just goes right to the left of it and just hits the water. The water crackles for a moment. You have movement.
And it's this thing over here?
Yep.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. It is the Ooze's turn, finally. The Ooze is going to look around, and in your head you can all hear this horrible growl, and it is going to go after Wayla, who is directly in front of it. Wayla,
I forgot to run away.
You did. Wayla, that is a 20 to hit.
Just missed me.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage and 6 acid damage.
I'm not immune to nothing.
You are not immune to anything.
-11.
Yep, and that is all it is going to do. It is going to move, it's going to slide around you. It's just going to go directly around you, like, oh, yeah, and it's going to go right here.
I am back, just so you know.
The Great Ooze just does 11 damage to Wayla.
That's
And
a
that
lot of
is it.
damage.
5 bludgeoning and 6 acid. And that is its turn. Cash, what are you doing?
I struck another chord. And I sing, Wayla, you got some on your knees, Wayla. And I blast it again.
That hits. And, you sing this song, and it's almost like the ooze winces, and the crackling energy comes from your guitar and hits it directly in the middle, and the entire thing seems to dry up and then crack into small pieces. It is dead.
Cool.
That was a very good shot, Cash.
Well, thank you.
I say, hiding behind him.
This seems he,
I have my hands on his shoulder and I'm peeking over his shoulders.
He's all shook up.
I dispel the light and retrieve my dagger.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you would cross the bridge to get it. Because you said you threw it over here.
Yes.
Because that was a great idea.
Because that's across the river. So you have to cross the bridge to get to it.
It was one of the daggers that we got from the armory, but I did that because I was going to run around the bend so the light wouldn't be over here if I took the dagger with me.
That's a good idea.
Sure.
Okay, so are you all continuing?
Can I swap the spell I just learned?
Why?
Because now that I think about it, I would rather have Fairy Fire rather than Hideous Laughter. Because I don't think it's a decent enough... never mind.
Sure.
It's not a damaging thing, so it's fine.
Okay.
I thought it was a shittier damaging spell that I wouldn't be using as often, but it just takes him out for a minute. So yeah, we're good. I was about to take Fairy Fire instead.
You all cross the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all managed to cross the bridge safely, no other issues. Jim Jar, who sort of just sat back with Raph and just sort of leaned on him, occasionally making comments about how you missed and maybe a little to the right would be better.
Angel loves him.
Jim Dar, were you in the in the battle there?
Yeah, no, he was there. He was, sharing mushrooms. He was sharing mushrooms with Raph. You know.
Okay,
Just
I was
hanging
about
out.
to pick on Jim Jar for making comments about people not like missing, but he's giving. So.
Yeah, he is currently sharing his food with the turtle that he is currently next to.
It's okay, Grim Job. We'll
by the way,
protect you.
we don't like the term turtles. Amphibios-sapiens is.
Yes. My apology, my friend.
Yes.
So, Mr. Rimjob, where'd they find you again? Where are you from?
Here, there, everywhere, nowhere.
I would recommend that we get out of here before we tell each other our lives.
I like this one.
I like me too.
I
Thank
think
you.
this is the perfect place to tell each other our life stories. It came from an egg.
I'll just kind of hold my side and off the direction we're going.
You'll be going
how
across
bad
the
are
bridge
you
over
hurt
here
right
to
now?
This way.
All
But
right.
yeah, hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Key.
Are you under half?
Yeah.
I place my hand on your side and cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, 11 damage is quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a lot for this level.
I think we're probably all about the same. I mean, I'm not now. I mean, Matt. I just took 11 out of 20.
Points.
Heal up for 10.
Oh. Okay, the Rangers probably all have around.
Yeah, I have. What do I have? Like, I have 22.
Ooh, dang.
That's like half. That's half my hit points.
That's
So yeah, Scott, heal up for 10.
cool. Thank you.
I got one spell slot left.
Travis,
So it's
what's
actually
your
2.
total-
That's a lot out of 10%.
What's
I
your
have-
total
hip-
HP, Travis?
17.
Ooh.
I am so squishy.
I got a D8.
Please protect me.
Yeah, I'll be sure to stand in front of incoming bullets for you.
I mean, she is very much hiding right behind you.
No, I can just imagine all of you trying to hide behind the halfling.
I'll protect you,
Yeah.
little lady.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm hiding behind you.
Thank you, Cash. I am not good in close quarters.
It's alright.
You'll have to crouch down real far.
I'll protect you.
How
I'll make
tall are
sure.
you?
I'll make
Like
sure
3
nobody.
foot tall.
Oh,
I'll make sure nobody molests
well,
you.
I'm 5 foot. I can just take a knee behind you. Use
That
you
is-
as a shield.
You're only 5 foot. Wow.
Well, if you have range, you could actually stand behind me and like peek around, snipe, and then go guerrilla style.
Am I seriously the tallest person?
I think Vola's the biggest one
Probably.
here.
I'm
Yeah,
8 foot.
Aeol- Yeah. Whoa.
Oh well, yeah.
You're 8 foot tall. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
gosh, you're like twice my height.
Yeah, Aeol is
Are you looking
5
at
foot
7
9.
range?
I'm like 6 foot tall. I'm pretty 8 foot. Fuck.
I'm a
No wonder
half
she
orc.
kicked my ass.
Okay, I'm back. And yes, Vola is definitely bigger than Cash, and yeah, she's swole.
I'm a big gal.
She is
Bertha.
like if she could flex and just bust your head in between her biceps.
What's your actual strength on the sheet?
That is not important.
Well,
And also none of your beeswax.
Yeah.
I have been healed now, so
Yeah, I healed him for
while
10.
you were gone.
Okay, yeah, cool, no problem.
Oh, you
I had to get my kitties because they were climbing the curtains. They are my
That's what
tiny
they do.
babies, and I love them, but they destroy things.
That's what they do.
Yeah, that's
And
what
I love
cats are
them
for.
so much.
That's why I can't
okay.
have a cat.
Oh, one of my babies was sleeping. She was just tired. It's the other 2 that are the issue. They're still
Yeah.
kittens.
No, they do it when they get older.
Okay, so I would assume that you all have crossed the bridge by now. You're all over here. I don't have a token for Jim Jar yet, but he is with you guys.
Are any drow heading our direction?
Make a perception check.
Oh, I cannot. There's my token.
Yeah, I can just move you guys over. Okay, so moved over.
I look around too.
Okay, perception checks from anyone who wants to look around.
I think we're always looking around. Just
Oh,
take
yeah.
it for
I have to
granted.
look light.
Well, I have your passive perception written down, so
Mine is 10.
yes, it is. It's okay. Vola's is 9.
Mine's 11.
17.
Sure, I'll check around.
Yeah, we know what you're looking.
Okay, so, Callie and Wayla, Wayla, you have no trouble seeing that the drow are all still busy, trying to make sure that nothing in their camp gets destroyed. You can still see the demons flying overhead and fighting. One of them is gone. Looks more than likely it was killed. It is currently not in the fight anymore, so now it is 3. Goodness. It is 3 of the Kazmai demons against the 1 Vrock. And Callie, you see the same thing, except you're not entirely sure what the shapes are, but you know they're not really looking at you.
Mhm. There are things that are bad over there.
There are things that are bad that are happening, but they're not directed at you, so it's fine.
Cool.
sorry, are they flying?
The 4 demons are currently flying over here.
Okay.
They are about, I'll say they're about 60 feet up.
Well, I am practically blind, so I will rely on the rest of you.
I will lead.
You are practically blind too.
But self-confident.
If you really believe that you can
And
see, you can.
That was so cute.
He believes he can see. He believes he can still see me.
Okay, so which tunnel are we going to?
How many fingers am I holding up?
My
No,
friends,
that's
none of
not
us
even
answered that
enough.
my friend, not that I don't enjoy your singing immensely. Perhaps we should get away from the fighting things before we enjoy it further.
Shut the fuck up.
Run away with me, run away with me. My friends run away
All
with
knew
me.
where this was going when he said, "I want to be a bard." You said, "Sure, go for it."
Mercy, why did you curse us in this way?
I didn't. I said, "What do you want to be?" And he said, "I'm gonna be an evil necromancer." And I said, "Okay. Anything else?"
No, to be fair, yes, you asked what are you gonna be, and I'm gonna be a fireball ranger with,
That is true.
with a gorilla pet. And then you were like, okay.
Okay,
And
we'll
then
work on
he
it.
was like, you were like, okay, what, like, I'm gonna be an evil necromancer. And then you were like, okay, what do you want to be? And then he was like, I'll be a bard named Johnny Cash. And you were like,
Just no Johnny, it's just Cash.
Well, I had the Furbolg out and ready to go. And then we actually did an entire session 0 with the Necromancer, and then now we're here with Cash. So...
Hey, we would have had 4 fucking rangers.
okay,
Hell,
yeah.
Or we would have had... And then I decided I wanted to do something different. So we went with the Necromancer, but then we didn't have any, like, heals. So...
Yeah, you're fine, Travis. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Bard.
Okay.
For the
So,
win.
I would
you
really
all
like
make it
to get
across?
out of here.
yes, I imagine well, I imagine many things, but I also agree with the lovely woman with the jewelry that is very shiny.
And my fingers, are all the rings still there?
Make a perception check. You think your hand is in front of you, you're not sure.
It's really dark.
My name is Yael Jimjar.
Ah, Yael. That is
Yes.
a lovely name, and I look forward to knowing everyone's name when we are further from
Once we
this
are
place.
out of...
Yes, once we are away. So I am familiar with a couple of these tunnels. One doesn't live long unless you are familiar with some things, and he gives a
I'm
wink.
familiar with none of them.
Well, that is why you have me.
Could you show us that?
Oh, of course. Now, this passage, and he points towards this one.
On your left, you will see.
On your left, you will see this one.
On your right is a wall.
And over there, you will see the dead remains of a grey ooze that attempted to kill your friend.
That was a great
although
use.
it was... Shut up. I don't know what...
Mercy, I love you.
I don't remember what I said, so bite me. The tunnel directly ahead of us leads to a place called Menzo Berenzen. it is the Drow capital city. I would suggest.
I think we should totally go there.
This is
No.
why I say don't follow the tracks, because it leads you there, and we definitely don't want to go there.
Oh, I wouldn't worry. There are other tunnels if you know where to go.
Well, that's why we have you.
Oh, well, I am happy to be had. To the west, there is a tunnel. It shouldn't take very long to get the end of it. It leads us to a place called the Dark Lake. It's where this river flows into. It is a very large underground lake.
Are there drow?
There are many creatures. There could be drow. It's not the drow capital city.
It is not the Drow capital city. Let us go there.
Alright, Jar Jar, lead on.
Alright, my friends. There's also a passage to the south if you're interested, but we can go this way.
What is
Alright, what's south?
The south will take us to a Durgar city.
I was going to laugh if he said the south. Oh, the south leads us to the surface.
That would have been amazing.
Wait.
No, up goes to the surface, my dear. If you can find a way to get that way.
Do you know of...
Oh, wait. I have a question for you.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
No, this is what I was going to ask.
I am happy to answer any questions that we have, perhaps after we have picked a direction.
Nope, I need to ask this question now. I speak in Celestial. Have you seen a man a little about this tall, a head or so taller than I, with brown hair and brown eyes, and he has...
Who's doing the arrow? Who's doing the arrow? Whoever's doing the arrow, stop it. Thank you. It was driving me insane.
I fidget when I'm not doing stuff, sorry.
Okay.
Giggity.
In Celestial, he answers, no, I'm sorry. I have seen many prisoners.
Many humans?
Many humans, many elves, many halflings, gnomes, deep gnomes, many creatures of all kinds. They come through here, and then they leave.
Are there more slave pens around here?
I assume you passed by the one that was next to the Quagoth Den?
Yes.
That is the only one. That is the only one aside from the one that's that you were in with me.
Okay.
Unfortunately, and he seems more sincere. He reaches out and puts a hand on your well, he can't really. He can't reach your shoulder. He puts his hand on your wrist. If I am to see a man that matches that description, I will be sure to let you know.
Do you know where they get taken when they leave?
Most are sent to the capital city to be graded, so to speak. What kind of work they are to be doing. However, some are sent to other compounds like this one, and he points up. It's difficult to say unless we find some sort of ledger or.
Would another one of these? I start speaking in common.
Mm-hmm.
Would another one of these compounds similar to this one? They have a ledger?
I imagine they would.
Do you know what another compound like this is?
I am afraid that I do not. The Drow like to be very secretive with their bases. However, I'm sure that if your young man is down here, we will find him, or he will find us. I tend to attract people that way. And he gives you a wink.
So I'm not usually one fond of.
Okay, so which?
I'm not usually. I think away from turtle soup. I think away from Duragar City would probably be best, and away from capital.
I don't know. I think the Durgar might have some ways out of here. Maybe we could buy our way out. Maybe we can find some toys.
I was thinking that perhaps I'm not usually one that's very fond of such action, but in the next drow or someone that we encounter, if it would be possible for us to capture them, we might be able to get more information.
You got it.
That is certainly an option, my dear.
Okay, it was just an idea. You accept it or not?
I enjoy hearing all ideas.
Yeah, Ayla isn't sure how to feel about him.
That's fair.
I got an idea. Let's get the fuck out of here. And I start walking north.
Let's go to the lake. Lean on Jar Jar.
North is to Menzo
I'm glad
Baranza.
somebody else said that. That was my first thought.
What did you say?
Jar Jar.
Yeah.
It is Jim Jar. But whatever.
I'm calling him Rim Jar.
It's Jar Jar now.
Yeah, all right.
Me too, think
So.
Okay, so are you guys want to go to the Dark Lake, the capital city, or the Durgar city?
Dark Lake.
We can, the Dark Lake. It is at least a place where we could possibly rest.
All right.
Get our bearings back.
Okay. I'd like to see
Mikey-
Durgar City, but
Mikey's like, bearings, you rest. Yeah.
You
Let's
only
go.
have one spell slot left.
Turtle, don't
That
you
is
want to
true.
go to the lake?
You are low on spells.
shit. I deleted
how
my
did I do
tokens.
that?
I think that we should find a place to rest and make a plan from there. Right now we are literally fumbling in the dark.
Literally, we were talking on the roadside cliff and we are falling into rivers.
We should go to the Dark Lake. At least there's
Lake.
probably no people there. We go to the
Sure, let's go to the lake.
I think
Someone
Are
please
there-
lead me because I am blind.
How long has it been
It has.
since we last looked for a drow? Can we just check around for drow again since
It's
she
been
said
about 6 or 7 minutes.
We're fond of
Ooh,
talking.
Still up in the air?
You are fond of talking. About 10 minutes. You look. They are not in the same spot. Make a perception check.
Oh, this makes me nervous.
Oh.
okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
That is the size of my ego.
This is what happens when Travis has
Oh boy. Those are not good rolls.
Nope. So none of you see the winged demon.
That's a
as
natural
it
20
as it
on my
crashes in
perception,
front of
so
you.
that's a 21. I saw the son of a bitch. Sorry, I was
So
rejoicing.
you see it as it crashes about right here in front of you. It slams hard.
Is it blocking the
into
path
the
to
rock.
the Dark Lake?
Yes.
Of course it is.
I don't know.
It crashes. Is it still alive?
It crashes.
What does it look like?
It is. You're not entirely sure. It's really dark. You heard
This is
something
fair.
crash. It's. Oh man. Wayla. It looks wounded. It looks heavily wounded. This thing is barely hanging on.
And we know this thing's a demon, right?
Yeah, you would know. I mean, it certainly looks demon-like.
I call out
It-
to it.
And well, I'm wondering. My first thought is the drow that killed it? Are they on their way?
Make. Are you getting any closer, or are you staying where you are?
We haven't moved yet. That's right.
No, it is still directly right here where it crashed. Are you gonna get closer to it, or are you gonna stay where you are?
I'm looking for the guys that killed it. Or well, it's not dead.
It's not dead. It's not dead yet.
I am hollering out to it. 36.
Okay. You holler out 36 to it. It looks at you in confusion.
I would contact your mother about your death, but I don't speak Goblin.
You insult it.
I insulted it.
Were you
it does.
casting vicious mockery?
No, I'm just talking
She
shit.
doesn't have it.
I do.
You just got rid of it.
No, that was hideous laughter.
Oh.
This thing looks heavily wounded. Its wings are cracked and just jagged. If anyone would actually like to look at the wounds, you can make...
I approach.
Okay, you approach. It's about right here. So how close do you want to get?
I take my band. I take
right.
a cloth,
It
like
is
part
right.
of my cloak. I'm casting light on another one of my daggers, but I do it while it is under my cloak, so that I can control the amount of light.
Got it. As a makeshift hooded lantern, I like it.
I don't. As I start to approach, what is it doing?
It locks eyes with you, but it doesn't move. In its eyes, you can see rage and pain and an edge of desperation.
Very expressive eyes.
Very expressive, deep red crimson eyes.
In undercommon, I'd like to say, get up and go kill more.
It does nothing because it does not speak undercommon.
I doubt it speaks common. It might speak common. I say, what is your name?
It looks at you for a moment and tries to sit up and falls back down and just scoots away a little bit, and one of its wings is stretching out.
Do you
It does not
me?
answer you. No response.
I say heal it and send it back out to fight the dragon.
Do I see, are there drow around, like, on the pathways or anything?
Make a perception check.
That's, apparently not.
You do not. You're close. You can see the wounds. These are claw marks and bite marks. More than likely, this thing was damaged by the other flaying demons rather than any drow.
So, now can I get a better look at it now with my headed lantern? What you say demon, and that springs to mind a ton of different possible images.
Okay, so it's a dark purple skin, leathery, almost bat-like looking. The face almost looks a bit like a bird. The face comes out a little bit, almost like a beak. Deep red crimson eyes and about 2-inch claws on its hands and feet.
How big is it?
I run up and
taller
stand between
than
her
you
and
are. It's not doing anything, but okay.
And I tell her to get back. Don't get close to it.
Don't. Wait.
As you run up, the creature is going to shriek.
Stop.
And back up a little bit and put its arm up with its claws extended, ready to attack you.
Do not get closer.
That's what I'm telling you, and I push you back.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
Oh damn!
I crouch. I get down. And I take my daggers and I set them down.
Mm-hmm.
And I scooch a little closer to it.
It still has
it's
its
a
hand
demon.
up, looking at Cash, but it is letting you approach.
That's the witch doer witchy thing.
I have guitar in hand, ready to play.
Yep.
So I scooch up. Am I within like 5 feet of it? Am I?
Yeah, I'll say you're about 3 feet away.
Okay. And I just sit there.
That's my character sheet.
I kind of lean so that I'm trying to get more in its point of view, so that it can see me better.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to kind of draw its attention away from Cash. Do you understand common?
It just looks at you.
Does anyone speak infernal or whatever the heck it is?
What's happening with someone's mic? Jason.
Jason.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm readjusting.
Okay.
I say to it in Celestial. If you hurt her, I will destroy you.
If I thought it spoke Celestial, I would have spoken Celestial.
There's no response.
Does anyone speak whatever the heck it is demons speak?
No.
In Elvish, I say, do you speak Elvish?
I speak in Celestial. Do you know Celestial?
No response to anything. However, this demon creature slowly sits up and locks eye with Yael.
Locks eye.
And leans in a little bit closer. You get the feeling that this creature is sort of sizing you up. You are not what it was expecting. It was expecting to be attacked when it crashed here.
I just built my head.
It gives you a nod, and then sits back and reaches its wings, and very shakily and wobbly goes back into the air and joins the fight.
See?
Someone heal it.
Oh, you made friends with a demon. Good for you.
Is this coming from the guy who sent in the dancing lights to the Quagoths?
Yes.
Yes. Now we did not fight it, and now it is back in the battle.
On our side.
And it is not a...
Whatever.
For all intents and purposes.
Well, that was intense. I don't think I've ever seen one of those creatures not attack whatever was in front of it. That was impressive, my dear. Let's continue on.
Alright. I pick up my daggers.
I have a new respect for you. Not that I didn't respect you before, but it has grown exponentially.
Not a lot of people respect me.
Oh, I think there's more to you than meets the eye.
That was... I will give you points for that one. That one was good.
I aim to please. And he continues on down the pathway.
I watch the demon as we walk out.
It is back in the fight. It's still very injured looking, but it doesn't look back at you.
I'm curious why they were fighting.
So you all continue down the tunnel?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. So, you continue down the tunnel. After a ways, the sounds of the fighting and screeching and everything, it just disappears, and it's just silence and darkness, unless Yael still has her daggers lit.
I'm putting up my dancing lights again.
Okay.
To lead us down the tunnel.
So
Just play with minor illusions as we...
Jim Jar is walking beside you all. It's been about...
Why don't you use that dancing or that minor illusion to put a tutu on my little girl here?
Minor illusion only stays in one spot.
That's true.
I'm kind of picturing it like she can kind of like hold it in her hand, and she's just like shaping it as she walks.
That's cute.
Cool.
You know, Cash, my friend, Cash.
Yes.
I bet you 3 copper that I can lick this wall and not pass out, and you can't.
I'm good, thanks.
Just like the drow. No fun. No sense of adventure.
I will bet you this 3 copper.
You will bet. I knew you were a special one. Alright. I will lick this wall, and you can choose the wall you like. I'm not picky.
But I can't,
I'm sure you can find a wall.
Mercy. I'm sure you can find a wall. I look around and I pick like the slimiest wall that I can find.
The slimiest wall that you can find?
Very slimy and gross.
Okay, make an investigation check to find this gross, slimy wall.
Or like if there's some sort of fungus growing on it, or perhaps something that kind of looks like an ooze, or possibly blood, and just something gross.
Okay.
That's not great.
This is still pretty good. So it's mostly just a stone wall, but you managed to find a piece where it seems like water is coming in through some sort of crack and dripping down, or you think it might be water. You're not entirely sure.
Water.
No. It's on a cave wall, and it's definitely looks like there's mold growing at the foot of it.
Lick that wall.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
He has to lick the wall too.
He also goes over and he licks the same wall, and he is going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Only in D&D.
Only in D&D. Yeah, you lick the wall. It tastes horrible. It tastes like old feet and just rotten cheese. It's the worst thing. You feel yourself. You think you might vomit, and then you manage to hold it back. Jimjar, he looks the wall a little bit lower than you because he is a deep gnome.
Yeah.
And he's that is foul. That is okay. Yeah, you win. I tip
copper, please.
I tip my hat to you if I had a hat. And he hands you 3 copper.
I cast minor illusion and give him a temporary hat, so long as he doesn't move.
He stands up a little straighter so that it's directly on his head. Ah, yes. This is the hat that I was always meant to have.
Only for a minute.
Ah, but what a glorious minute it will be.
But you have to stand right there.
I've done worse things for glory.
But you did not get glory. You lost money.
But glory comes in many forms.
Right. Well, I now have 3 copper.
And I have a hat, so who's the real winner?
I dispel the hat.
Well, I suppose we should press on anyway.
I press on.
Okay. So you guys continue on. Mikey, make a perception check.
Mikey, make a perception check. Okay.
Mikey, make a perception check.
I gotta get back up. Okay.
Yep. So this is what happens when you play D&D. You must be prepared to roll.
I don't think we established the walking order, but I would like to
You
be
did
somewhat
not.
in the middle.
Okay, so
Because
go
I
ahead,
am squashy.
like right here. Go ahead and make a walking order. We'll say
I would
2
like to
at
be
a
in
time.
the middle.
I will also be in the middle.
I am the squishiest.
I'll take the lead.
I am in front
Okay.
of. I'm in front of you.
Dice are rigged.
I'm sorry.
You're here. There you go.
I'm sorry that I was cursed
Yep.
with you, Cash.
It's alright, honey. This is a stressful time, stressful place.
I just
I
thought
understand.
that we could. It was better for it to go into the fray again than for us to kill it and draw attention to ourselves.
I was just trying to protect you, darling.
I
You know, you can't trust a demon.
am, like I said, there are no allies to be made in the Underdark.
Exactly.
I know. Thank you, though.
You're welcome.
You met us in the Underdark.
Yes, but you do not live in the Underdark. You are not from.
And we met a little rim job here in the Underdark.
I
Did you
gave you 3
preface?
copper. I'm ignoring it.
Yeah,
No
and
offense.
You
Mikey
can.
starts walking forward.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not gonna do that. You can do Jar Jar, but no.
Okay.
So you continue walking.
Kelsey,
forward?
quit muting your damn mic.
Yes,
Sorry.
I do.
Okay, so your perception check, you glance around, Raph is right beside you. He's got everything that he has. He's got his pack on him. Everything seems to be in order.
My little dancing lights is riding on top of Raph.
Okay.
He has headlights.
Then he has headlights. That's adorable.
That's, I love it.
Every time he turns, one starts blinking.
Like an old person, just left blinker on all the way down the
blink. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So
Thank
there's
you
4
very
lights
much
now. I've got him stationed on each one of his quarters, or by
That's
over each
adorable.
one of his feet.
Beep beep beep. So you all, everyone who is behind Raph, I don't know, Wayla.
Vola, where are you going? Where are you at?
In the front. In the marching order.
Apparently everybody's in the middle.
Yeah.
Mikey and Raph are up front.
I believe Wayla is in the front.
Wayla's in the front.
I don't know if Mikey and Raph just took the lead by like a long shot.
Mikey
However-
and Wayla. Okay, Callie, did you want to be in the front?
Yeah, close to the front.
Okay, I'm just trying to establish a sort of marching order.
I do
So-
not want to be in the back. I'm very squishy. I don't want to be assassinated.
I'll bring up the rear.
Thank you.
Okay, so everyone,
So you are
So,
squishy. now.
Cash, Yael, and Vola make perception checks.
Shit.
Who?
You.
You.
I am not good at those.
Roll a real dice.
Yeah. Not perceptive.
Oh, it's a
I'm
19.
not wise.
Okay, that's fine because you all rolled above a 10. There's a thing on top of Raph. It is a mushroom.
What?
It's a very large mushroom.
And it's
What?
in the light.
Yep, it's just sort of riding on the back of Raph.
What?
It's about a foot tall, and about.
My goodness!
Is
I-
it the same one that was in jail with?
I grabbed the mushroom, and I'm like, Raph,
okay.
Raph, you want a mushroom? You want a mushroom? Huh? Are you hungry?
Travis, are you going to attack Mike and Nids again?
I didn't attack it. I just grabbed a mushroom.
You show him a mushroom.
I showed Raph the mushroom.
The mushroom is going to start talking.
The mushroom's legs start wiggling.
Screeching. Yes.
Oh!
It is a creature.
Oh! I'm sorry, Raph, and I hold it up in the air.
I take the mushroom.
Raph is trying to get a bite. Out of that.
Yeah, he's
Raph. I stand in front of Raph and I point my mom finger at him. Raph, no.
Raph,
Loses a
down,
finger.
Raph, down. Oh shit!
Uh,
And I fall over.
and-
As Raph climbs up me. But I'm trying to play keep away. What the fuck is this thing?
I
its
think
legs
it.
are wiggling. And suddenly you all see the air around you starts to get a little denser, and you breathe in this
Be
sort
back,
of
guys.
mist. Okay. And
Spores.
yep,
Yeah.
the spores. And suddenly you can hear a very soft, very voice in your head. Stool! Stool! I am Stool!
Stool.
Stool!
Hi, Stool.
I'm back.
Stool, you better get away from this turtle. He's gonna bite you. And I'm trying to keep the stool away from the turtle.
We'll hold Stool.
Yeah, pass him off.
Stool is what
Stool was doing fine until you picked him. The turtle
Yeah,
can't eat him when he's on the back.
he was riding on Raph.
We'll carry Stool.
All I saw was a mushroom, and I want to make friends with Raph. I didn't know it had a voice.
But don't you remember the
Raph.
mushroom from in the cell with us?
Raph doesn't care. He's
Yeah.
trying to snap at it.
Yeah, thank you, Wayla. Yes, there was a mushroom that was sitting next to the drow in the cell with you.
He was next to the fish, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, they were both next to the fish.
Yeah.
So here is Stool.
And they just appeared out of nowhere. Or he just appeared out of nowhere.
He didn't appear out of nowhere. He was sitting on Raph. He was riding Raph.
The entire time that we've been coming down here.
It's not his fault that none of you looked.
Okay.
Good point.
I looked him over very thoroughly.
You rolled a 9. You looked at his face, and it was a good face.
I'm okay with this.
It's a good face. I love it. I love every minute of it. Thank you.
Way to find a way to squeeze it in.
Okay.
Wouldn't let me introduce NPCs in the cell. Okay, so, legs still wiggling. Stool. That is what the drow call me. They call me Stool. They use me for their feet. I am Stool.
Fuck all that adorable. I am feeding Raph some apples, to placate him, because
he's thrilled.
Yeah, he wants them, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, never.
Stool, where did you come from?
Ground?
I honestly don't know what I expected.
Can I have a sample? Sorry.
No, you may not.
You're green. You're green. I like you.
I am green?
Turtle is green.
Turtle is green.
Okay, so, Raph is pretty well satisfied with his. I just shoved a bunch of apples.
Oh yeah,
in front of him, so he's cool. So why don't you put the mushroom back down, because it's kind of rude holding him in the air that way.
I'm not holding him anymore. Somebody took him.
Put him back on the turtle.
How can he move on his own? Can he move at a decent pace on his own?
He can move. He can walk. He is a little bit slow. He can move, I believe, 20 feet.
That's okay. Mikey and Raph are a little.
Yeah, I believe his speed is 20.
Were you gonna say slow? Were you gonna say we're slow? You stopped yourself, but you were gonna say slow. We're slow.
I said slow.
What did you say, Callie?
Oh, I have a speed of 25 because I have itty bitty legs, so.
Oh yeah, you guys can just slow down a tiny bit and you can walk next to Stool.
It's okay, I have itty bitty legs like in real life, so.
Same. Yeah, same.
Ditto.
How long have we been walking?
You've been walking for about 40 minutes now.
Oh, this is not long.
Nope.
We should definitely keep walking. I guess Stool will come with us.
Yeah, you can put him back on.
Walking.
You can put him back on.
And this entire
Raph.
time, his legs have been going as if he's walking.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's too cute. Actually, Mikey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Would it... Raph is big enough to ride on, yes?
Yeah.
Could I sit on him for a bit so that I could concentrate on a spell?
How big are you?
I am
Aren't
not
you-
big.
She is a medium creature. Raph is a large creature.
Yeah,
So-
but okay, so perspective. What are you?
I am
She is human.
I am 5'9", and wearing jewelry.
It would be like Allison riding on top of a Volkswagen.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
I just want to ask
Go-
permission because he's
No. It's
brother.
that's perfectly fine. Ask him.
Raph.
Go ahead and ask. Yeah, you just say hi to Raph. Introduce himself.
Hello, Raph.
Hello,
My
Raph.
name is Yael.
My name is Stool.
Would it be okay if... And I kind of glance at Mikey. And then I glance back at Raph. Would it be okay if I ride on your back for a bit?
It's nice.
Okay, he smiles and he gives you one of the. He gives you an apple.
Okay.
Ah!
That was in his mouth, I presume.
I mean, he picked it up off the ground and gave it to you with his mouth. So
I
yeah.
put it behind my back, like, oh, thank you. And then I take it from behind my back on the other side, so it's like I took it from a different place and I give it back.
That is the cutest.
Big, goofy smile. You guys just exchanged food. You're his best friend. You can climb on.
Okay, I ride on his back, and I would like to start casting Find Familiar as a ritual.
Okay, you can go ahead and do that, no problem.
That takes like
so are you
10
guys...
hours as a ritual.
Okay, fine, then I
Fine.
cast.
Wait, hold on. Actually, because I actually read new rules for the ritual stuff. It just takes 10 minutes. Yeah.
It's an hour-long
That
spell if
doesn't
it's
make
cast
sense.
normally.
Oh, okay. Well
Yeah.
then.
So then I will.
DM says 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
I'm good.
for
Yeah, I'm
now,
gonna.
I will just use a spell slot, but it still takes me an hour to cast. So I will
Okay,
sit
that's fine.
and cast.
I think that was 4 regular spells that take 1 action. Okay. So, yeah, no problem. You can do that.
Move on.
Stool's legs are still going.
Hey, Jason,
Yeah.
have you looked at Google homepage? You are
Google.
on it.
Oh my gosh, it's
Google
Oh.
homepage.
Type in google.com.
it's
Oh my
a
gosh.
He's a turtle!
there's a turtle.
How appropriate. Sorry, just
Oh,
nothing.
hey,
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
there's a turtle.
It's a nice eating
It's
turtle.
curling!
Oh, it's
We should
so
call him
cute.
Curly.
That is adorable.
Okay, so we are moving
That is,
forward.
that's Mikey and Raph.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stool!
moving forward.
Hey, Stool!
Stool. Stool. Yeah, I'm Stool. I'm Stool.
Hey,
You are not Stool. I'm
Stool.
Stool. Stool.
Yeah. By the way, this whole interaction, like the last hour of us moving like 6 feet.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no.
Totally don't feel. I do not feel guilty at all about Mikey's personality now. He's coming at it, so it's all gonna be Mikey now. Because I'm not liking the conversation any more than it would be anyway.
Yeah.
So let's
Okay.
move on.
Stool. Walking. Stool. Who are you? I'm Stool. I like you.
You're pretty cool, Stool.
Where's...
He can also write on that.
What? And he starts wiggling out of Vola's arms.
Why, Stool?
He comes back and he sort of
Oh,
bounces the top of his head against your knee. So he runs back and he sort of just bounces his head against you, and then he runs back to Mikey. You don't have to imagine that he squeaks when he walks, but I do.
Oh, he very much does. You want.
Oh god, now it's in my head. Squeak, 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 squeak.
So yeah, just with every step, he runs past. He bounces into Yael. Your hair or your stuff that's on your head, your top part. I like
Yes.
it. I like it. What is it?
Thank you. It is called hair.
Oh, it's. Well,
You can. Does he have arms?
he does not. He just has legs.
Oh. I was going to offer to let him braid my.
Oh,
But
well,
he
I
can't
will.
do that.
I will grow this hair soon.
We can work on it. It
I like-
might take time.
I will work. I like
We
this.
can
I want.
concentrate on it for a bit. I think.
I want
just
some on.
concentrate.
Like, yes. Concentrate.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. But
Yes?
start.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to continue concentrating now because I have to do this.
And he runs and he sort of headbutts Mikey in the leg just very lightly, and just sort of bounces off.
maybe Stool is your familiar.
You?
No.
Yes. Oh, we go. Okay, we go.
We look for. Oh, if we can actually find like an alcove to eventually rest in, that would actually. We should make some progress and get the frick frack diddly dack away from here.
Yeah.
Frick
eventually.
frack diddly dack.
Yes. I have the spell Alarm, which could definitely be useful for.
Makes a loud clanging noise.
It can either make a loud noise or make a noise in my head, but it would just be good for when we're resting. If someone approaches that area, I get a mental ping and immediately know.
I just wanted to see the description pop up, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool.
So we go? Yes, we go. Let's go.
We go.
We go.
We walk until we're tired or we get to the lake, something.
Mm-hmm. Jim Jar is walking beside you guys, and he says, I've not seen a Myconid sprout without any of its elders before. Curious how it ended up here, but I suppose we'll find out.
I like your pronunciations of things better than my pronunciation of things.
Are you talking to Mercy?
I'm sorry, I'm talking to Mercy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I always read it Myconid, but I kind of like Myconids.
Yeah, I think it's Myconid, yeah.
Yeah, Myconids.
Yeah, sorry. I read things very,
I mean, I don't think there's necessarily a completely right pronunciation.
Probably. I mean, they're
fantasy and fiction.
they're fake creatures.
They are fake creatures, so you can do whatever the heck you want.
Yep. Yeah. My only problem is Quaggoth. It's like when we pronounced that town in, what was it? It was in Barovia, in the town,
Valakai?
And you hated... Yes, Vallaki. Vallaki
is the one that I hated.
Yeah, see, I can't do Quaggoth. It sounds like a duck thing.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, I like Quaggoth.
I like Quaggoth.
Okay, so you guys continue on for a few hours. You're pretty tired. It's been a pretty straight tunnel, a few curves every now and then, a few small alcoves that are not really large enough to fit you all sleeping and still be sort of out of the way in case anyone comes down the tunnel. Anyone who's looking for a place to sleep, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm still sitting on Mikey, and now my familiar is here. I now have a snake that I have kind of curling around my arm.
That's 2.
Yeah.
Roll a what check?
Investigation. Yeah, and about an hour after Yael started casting her spell, she, you all see a snake just slither up and curl around her arm and go to sleep.
Hello, Luca. It has been a little bit.
He slithers up your arm and just pokes his tongue out and just gives you snake kisses.
Oh.
So I give her the little statue of the snake. Maybe this is meant for you.
Well, I think my snake is better. But thank you. If you would like to keep that statue, you can keep it. Or I can put it in the bag of holding.
I was thinking it might be something special.
It might be.
Maybe you could check it for magic later.
When we rest, I will cast Detect Magic. Well, I could just, as we are continuing to walk, I could do Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay.
That will take 10 minutes.
You do Detect Magic as a ritual. It's very pretty. It's very smooth. The eyes are very pretty green, but there is no...
It is not magical.
Is there anything coming off of my head?
Your brain?
With my circlet?
I don't know. Yael, do you do Detect Magic with... Oh, wait.
It's anything within 30 feet.
Yes. So the bag of holding is lighting up.
The bag of holding is lighting up.
Is
none
anything
of the...
on Jim Jar lighting up?
Hold on. Let me read this. So technically, with this spell, would you be able to?
You're still not talking, Kelsey.
Would you be able to tell that Vola is a sorcerer and things like that?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay,
You sense
then.
the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to faint aura around a creature or object in the area that bears magic. So I guess
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
You would.
So
It would be like a
creature.
faint aura.
So yeah.
Is
you
there
see it.
anything magical about the Rubik's Cube box?
I take out the Rubik's Cube.
Is there anything like in it?
No.
I think like it'd be one of those like if you fix it, it opens or
I
something.
think it's just a Rubik's Cube.
Is it
Yeah.
just-
It's just a pretty game. Okay.
What about that? What about that gem that had runes on it that matched her
Yeah, but I
or something?
That one does have a faint, very, very faint aura of magic.
Do you know what's
Like,
full of
like,
magic?
like it was charged a long time
Oh,
ago,
got you.
and just slowly the magic has been wearing off and just wearing down.
It is not powerful. It probably doesn't work anymore.
Cool.
But Jim Jar, he radiates magic.
Yes, you see an aura. It's a pretty strong aura around Jim Jar.
Hey, Jim Jar,
Yes, my dear.
are you a spellcaster?
I am.
Oh, cut of the same cloth we are.
Ah, I like to imagine of what a fine cloth it is.
Would he know what the runes are on my stone?
You could ask him.
Do you know what these are?
Well, I know many things. Let me look at this and see if he knows. My dear, they are very, very interesting and very, very old.
Tell me
Perhaps-
something I don't know.
You're extremely beautiful, but I suspect you know that as well.
Thank you.
How did I know you were going to say this, Jim Jar?
Because you and I are cut from the same.
This is true, and what a fine cloth it is.
You are speaking my language. Unfortunately, I don't know much about the creators of these runes. However, I do know rumor of a library here in the Underdark.
A library?
A library. I don't know where exactly, and for all I know, it could just be a rumor. But if we could find it, I'm sure they would know something about these runes.
A
Whose library is it?
I'm sorry?
Whose library is it?
That is the question, my friend. That is the question.
Is it run by Drow? Is it run by...
I suppose we'll know when we find it.
Duragar?
Durgar, yeah. I suppose we'll know when we find it.
Is it run by your little people?
Again, my friend, I'm not entirely sure. For all I know, it could simply be rumor.
For all you
Library
know. What is this rumor you've heard other than it exists?
It exists fabulously.
It must be cut of the same cloth.
Yeah, oh, of course it is. Anything cut from my
Same.
cloth is going to be fabulous.
At this, Cash is annoyed and walks up to the front.
He's jealous because he's cut from a different cloth.
I have my own cloth, thank you.
Player
Spider
knowledge.
silk.
Yeah, Ale does not trust this guy. She does not trust him at all.
Your cloth is trailing behind you a bit, my friend.
Oh, I tuck it back into my belt a little.
Oh, now that I am in better light, I cast light
Mm-hmm.
on, I don't know, my dagger. And I inspect my pockets and my fingers and my necklaces better. Are they all there?
They are all there, yes.
Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at my jewelry.
Oh, I'm sure. I find people often look at their jewelry when I'm around. It's strange.
You know, I was going to wink at you,
because
but
he's
it doesn't
short.
really work.
Oh, I always assume that people are winking at me, my dear.
Well, it is easier when I only have one eye.
Ah, that does save time.
Yeah. I kind of peek up the handkerchief a little bit so that he can actually see my eye.
Ah, now that is impressive, and I'm sure comes with a very impressive story.
Oh, yes, yes it does. Please don't attack beehives. That is bad for the eyes.
Beehives.
Yes.
Perhaps if we find this library, I can find what a beehive is.
Oh, right. You live in the Underdark.
Ah, but perhaps one day I won't, and I will get to see this dangerous beehive in
You
person.
don't want to, really.
Haha. I've never met a challenge I couldn't handle.
Well, I have, and I pointed my eye.
Ah, but you're still living. That means you handled it.
I can't argue that.
Ah, well, let us continue on. So, Vola, you, about another hour or so of walking Vola, you managed to find a small alcove, that is larger than any other you've come across, and, it looks large enough for all of you to sleep comfortably and still be out of the way of the tunnel.
Cool. Nap here now.
Okay. I am going
That does
to...
sound nice.
I will cast... How large is the, what? Okay. How large is the entrance into this, like, little side tunnel thingamajigger?
The entrance is about 4 or 5 feet.
Oh,
How far back does it go?
It goes back about 15 feet.
Solid walls, nothing behind them?
Solid walls.
Okay.
I would like to cast Alarm. And I will do it. And, like, because it can be a 20-foot cube. So I just do it in a big old 20-foot cube right in front of the entrance here.
Inspect for traps.
So, and...
Can we look for traps or anything?
Sure, make an investigation check.
And I will have it so that if anyone walks in that, I'll get a mental alarm.
Okay. No problem. That is a handy trick, my dear.
You don't know what I have done, I say as I finish drawing some around.
But I know skill when I see it.
Well, thank you.
I'm in the back corner just softly playing my panpipes.
Okay. Stool sort of squeaks over to you and hops onto your legs, Cash, and bumps the top of his mushroom cap into your panpipes. What is this?
These are pipes. This is music.
Were there any traps? Because Wayla got a natural 20.
There are no traps. There are some signs that this is used as a stopping point for travelers, probably more than likely down this tunnel.
You say travelers so casually.
Travelers, you know, drow slavers, Durgar soldiers, Myconids who want to just relax before being, you know, cooked for dinner.
Oh my gosh.
Protect Stool at all costs.
Where's my key?
Yeah, so it seems like this is used by people who come down this tunnel for resting, much like you are, but there are no traps. There is a small spot towards the back that looks like a very, very small, like, fire pit almost.
Is it cold?
It's a little cool. not cold enough, like you can't see your breath or anything,
Okay.
but it's a little
So,
bit cooler
We
than.
don't need a fire.
You wouldn't need one to
Bonfire
stay
kind of
warm. Yes. Also, there's no ventilation.
Yeah. Well, before I go to bed, I go and I sit in a corner as much as I can. I take out my set of bones that I use for readings, and I whisper a chant in Celestial, and I spread the bones out, and I just
I'm done with
fiddle.
that.
I sing. Here, Sprout, Stool. Would you like me to sing you to sleep? Would you like me to sing you a song?
What is a song? What is a song?
Just lay down and close your eyes.
What?
How do you sleep?
He gets off of you and he stands.
All right. Now try to go to sleep. and I begin to sing.
I like to imagine he's already asleep.
From this valley they say you are going.
He starts swaying back and forth.
You would take your bright eyes and sweet smile, for you take with you all of the sunshine.
How dare you share my song?
That is brightened our pathways wild.
He's gonna go over to Callie. Stool is. What is this? Is this? He said song. Song? It is song. People like this? Callie, you here?
You guys.
Travis.
Sorry, you guys keep breaking up a little bit. My computer will start like freaking out for no reason.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, it's okay. Travis.
Yeah.
Callie, Stool comes over and he's sitting next to you. He says, song? This song? People like this? This is song? Music?
Some people do, I guess.
Are you, do you like song?
Not when we're trying to be sneaky, no.
I'm singing very softly. I'm not being loud about it.
I've never heard song. I don't know if I like it.
I've never heard.
I will. What will I do? There is no dirt. There is no dirt here. I can't plant.
Oh my.
Oh goodness.
Gosh.
Oh. Will you be okay if we?
Yes, and he just sort of goes around. He turns around in a couple circles, and he sits down. He plops.
Oh my gosh.
With both of his legs just spread out.
Speaking telepathically, yes.
Yes, he's speaking. Yeah, telepathically.
That's so cute.
And
so cute.
while you guys are breathing in the spores, he can speak to you telepathically, and you can speak to each other telepathically for 1 hour.
We can speak to each other telepathically?
Yep.
So I can speak to Cash or Vola telepathically.
Yep.
I speak to Jimjar telepathically.
Okay.
Jimjar.
Yes, my dear.
Moments back before we met you, where I was speaking Celestial and I heard the voice, I heard laughter.
Well, that's... Are you sure you weren't laughing?
From this valley they
Travis.
say...
So you were not laughing.
Well, I laugh at many things, but I'm not sure.
I'm still just fiddling with the bones as I do this.
He's playing a card game against himself.
Alright. Yes, I was probably laughing myself. I kind of like having conversations telepathically.
It is handy, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, the last time I traveled with the Myconid, there were stories to tell. They throw the best parties. There was this one time.
With all these sports, I imagine,
Oh,
I imagine
yes.
there are some pretty crazy stories.
Oh, and they are absolutely familiar with the mushrooms that grow in the caverns. Oh, yeah. They are crazy stories, and sometimes you just don't even remember what happened.
Wow. That is great.
It's not for everyone, but sometimes it's right for me.
Personally, I was moving around much. I always needed to pay attention.
Yes, paying attention is good. Perhaps I should pay attention more often. That is probably why I got captured by the drow.
Yes, I wasn't paying much attention either.
Oh, it happens. The drow are a sneaky bunch.
Yes.
But they are there, and we are here. And I like you all better. I think you will be much more fun than the drow ever were.
All right. Thank you.
Of course, my dear, if you have any other questions, you feel free to ask me.
Perhaps the drow snuck me a mushroom, and that is why I was hearing laughter.
Well, if a drow snuck you a mushroom, I think you would know about it.
Well, yes, probably. Well, maybe not. I'd probably be dead.
Well, very likely. The drow do not have a sense of humor. However, there is a lot of strange things happening down here.
Yes,
I would be careful of where we go and what we do. I would hate to see you all just sort of drop off before we get to the adventure.
Wow, I would really hate to see you drop off before we get to the adventure.
Oh, I've dropped off many things, but I always seem to come back.
What adventure is this you speak of?
They're speaking telepathically.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good thing too because there seems to be a lot of like subtextual threats going back and forth. Like, I would hate to see you drop off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Ale felt like she was being threatened. She was going to threaten back. Well, I look forward to getting to know you, Jimjar.
Well, I think that we could all be wonderful allies. And who knows?
Allies.
Maybe we could be friends as well. Oh, yes, allies. Always so suspicious, you surface folk.
Allies are better than enemies.
Sometimes not. Sometimes enemies have much better stories to tell.
Stories to tell, perhaps. Like the stories you have to tell about my comments.
Yes, the Myconids, a fantastic race. Did you know? And then he goes into the whole history of the Myconids.
Oh, great. I tune out eventually.
Yeah, that's fair. He goes on for a while. At some point, about an hour later, not an hour later, about 20 minutes later, he just sort of stops mid-word, and you can no longer speak telepathically.
Oh, is Stool asleep?
The spores only last for 1 hour once he releases.
Oh.
But, yes, he has...
I go on letting Jimjar think he is talking to me. I nod occasionally.
Every now and then he looks over and he smiles really big and he motions his hands. He winks back.
He could be threatening me right now, and I have no idea.
You could be threatening him. He has no idea too.
This is true.
All right. So, you guys can settle in for.
I will stop taking the spotlight. I have had it long enough.
It's cool. I was actually writing spells while you guys were doing all that. Yeah.
Is there anything else that anyone would want to do before you take a long rest?
No.
No.
Okay. Juicy info.
Yael doesn't have. She doesn't actually have, spells that allow her to do divinations yet. So she's just trying and trying and trying to just cast these bones and read them. She's trying to figure out where the person she's looking for is, if he's still alive. But so she's kind of getting more and more panicked. But she eventually just gives up, packs him up, and goes to sleep.
Yeah, for I don't know the last how long we've been here, an hour.
Probably about an hour.
Yeah.
Both like, as soon as we stopped, Mikey and Raph were knocked out, arms spread out to all sides, flat on our stomachs, knocked out, dead to the world.
Stool is right next to Callie. He's just flopped over and just in very odd positions. At one point, one of you sort of wakes up and you see him just sleeping on top of his mushroom cap with his legs in the air.
I love it so much.
We are extremely limited in the positions in which we can sleep.
Mm-hmm.
This is our entire range. That you see our entire range right now.
It's sad. So you all take a long rest, so you can go ahead and hit the long rest button.
Kabeens.
I curl up in the corner by myself after my song is done.
Okay.
I think Cash is feeling a little bit replaced by Jim Jar.
If Mikey was awake, he would have enjoyed your song for a little.
It was very nice background noise for the bone casting.
Oh yeah, I forgot to have music on for everything that was going on. Oh well. We can start now.
It takes a little bit to start remembering.
Yeah.
That's why I had for like Curse of Strahd, I had playlists for like just melancholy stuff, or all combat, and so I could just press play on that playlist and it would just play it over and over and I didn't have to remember to keep clicking songs.
Nice.
God, it feels so damn late. It's only
It's
midnight
really-
30.
It's what, midnight 30?
Midnight 30?
It is 1:30.
Do you guys want to stop here? Or
No.
keep going?
30.
I'm good to go.
Jojo's tired.
Well, I'm tired too, but
Hashtag let Jojo sleep.
Yeah.
Hashtag let Jojo sleep. Hashtag let Angel sleep. Angel has homework to do tomorrow before work.
Hashtag Angel is literally the earth.
So are we calling it here then?
Hashtag Angel is doing 80 hours of a week, and that doesn't
Hashtag fine.
And that doesn't include spending time with you guys, or church, or my boyfriend. Hashtag Angel is busy and kind of dying inside.
I have seen the morning burning golden on the mountain in the sky.
So I will say now is the best time to stop.
Yeah, it's probably just a good stopping point.
Yeah, this is a good
This is
stopping
what I
point.
do
Cool.
with every day in and day out. And you'll wonder why I want to kill him.
I never wondered. I always supported.
I will help you hide the body.
Sing. All the time.
I'm gonna roll those 2d20s that I get to roll though right now.
Oh, yep. You go right ahead. And I'm gonna say you guys are now, you escaped. You, had a very, really You killed an ooze, which I was impressed. I wish that he had rolled higher, but it didn't. It did get a good hit in on Wayla, though, so I'm happy about that.
And that hit leveled me to level 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nasty.
And Cash killed it with Eldritch Blast.
That's right. Cash is the man.
Uh-huh.
Y'all just remember that.
Yes. Is he feeling a little laced already?
No, Cash has his own demons.
Understandable. Wait, we're level 3 now, yeah?
You are level 3 now.
Oh my god.
I have access to a divination spell that
I
I'm
get toys.
100% going to use beginning of next session.
Travis, why don't you go ahead and end the stream?
Oh yeah. Good night,
I
ladies
turned
and
the volume
gentlemen.
off. Actually, Mercy, can I do